is it you pray for?
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the 34th episode of Abyssal Musings.
What's up?
Yeah, over my tongue there for a minute. Sorry, guys. My name is Samuel the Infamous, and with me is my co-host Lawrence Knight. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing good, doing good.
And tonight we have a special guest, Know Me Without You, who has finally made landfall and is no longer in danger of being sunk to the ocean by a typhoon.
That was a legitimate fear, and I got seasick. And I'm glad that I'm stateside and landlocked because I belong here.
Good deal. Yeah, it's funny too because I was actually mentioned. My mom asked what our topics were and stuff, and all that, and I was just like, well, I'm not sure. I think we're gonna have Nomi on and talk a little bit about her cruise experience, and she's like, wait, she's on a cruise right now because there's a bunch of storms brewing down there. She better get on land right now. I was like, no, mom, she landed on Monday. She's fine.
Yeah, I am
So,
safe and sound. Thank you, Mama Infamous. I am safe.
yeah, she
And,
was real worried.
and just for Mama Infamous to know, yes, I do have we do have a program topics and things to draw back on. But yeah, Naomi, for the most part, we wanted to we wanted to talk to you and see how things were going and how everything is gone.
Yeah, no, I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad to share my experience with y'all here.
Yeah, it'd be great. So before we get started, we will say hello to people in the chat because we've had some early comers. Suka, by the way, put first about 30 seconds after I set this stream and tomorrow's stream up last night. So I have screenshots to prove it, Larry. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm not worried about it. I would have got
So,
there faster, but I had technical difficulties.
yeah. We've got Shadow of Hawk is here for
Shut
as
up,
long as he
Joker.
can be. He is I don't know what's going on. I assume you got something you got to get up early in the morning for, but that's life, I guess. So, but we appreciate you being here. Logical Spock shows up to call him Twinkerbell. I almost regret coining that. Almost. It's still funny, but still. And as I said, Suka's here in the chat with us. We have Kohai. Good to see you.
Kohai.
You missed the quiz like 2 weeks in a row, Kohai. What the hell?
Good.
I'm just saying. JV, good to see you, man. Let's see who else we got here. I see Boa. Hello, man. How you doing? We have that appears to be who's in chat at the moment, and so we can go ahead and move along. You know what? It's still funny, and the more you complain about it, the longer it's going to go on. That's just the nature of things. So yeah, Lawrence, what do we got for tonight?
Oh, we've got plenty. Today is movie night of sorts. I found just a whole bunch of just videos of just the craziest stuff, and
Hey, Lou.
I, I tell you what, some of these news sites and just the things that I saw tonight is definitely not for the sensitive. But as I said, I'm glad to have Nomi on tonight because for somebody who's previously said they've never been on a cruise, every time that, and I've said it, I believe I said it on Friday Night Royal Rumble. Every time I think about going on a cruise, something happens to a cruise liner. Every time. This has been going on for about 15 years.
Well, if you
Every time I
broadcast
think about
those
it.
thoughts into the universe, it'll just come to you. You know that, right?
Well, it didn't come to me. It came to other people. The last time I thought about going on a cruise, COVID hit. So, so like I didn't project that. Bill Gates. Bill Gates
Don't
did.
let negative experiences stop you from what you want to do.
His negative experiences are choking him on his laughter.
Well, it's not negative. It's not a negative experience because I haven't experienced it, but other people.
Others negative experiences is what I meant.
It's not
Okay.
restricted to cruise liners, though. I mean, that kind of thing happens. You make plans to do a thing with your life or in your life or something like that, and then something will happen, and you'll be like, nope. For instance, myself, about 13 years ago, I was debating on where I was going to move. I was in Colorado, and I was looking at getting out of Colorado because it's Colorado. and so some of the places I was looking at was this little town not far from Flagstaff, Arizona. I was looking at this was before I realized how nuts it is up there, Seattle, because I like the climate, uh, and I like trees and mountains and shit. So, and I was also looking at going to Japan. Right about decision time came, and Fukushima happened,
Oh.
and I was just like, well, I guess that one's ruled out.
Guess
and
I'm
then
not going to go there.
and then about a week after that, I met my future ex-wife. So.
Well, I guess that's not as bad as what happened to you. Well, no, I guess not that. What was that? A day or two ago when you messaged me, basically giving your eulogy. If you don't hear from me, I got struck by lightning. There's a lightning
Yeah.
storm, and I'm
Okay.
the tallest thing out here. And I was like, well,
Yeah. All
Samuel
right.
was a
So
good friend and a scholar.
I'm just gonna. Yes, I text Larry and Amira. I was on my way home from work, and there was a rather significant lightning storm happening. And there's been one at the same time when I have to walk home every night this week, including tonight. And so I texted him. I was like, "Yeah, if I get struck by lightning and you guys don't hear from me in an hour, I'm dead." You know, I was like,
Yeah.
I'll text you because I mean, even if I survive, it'll fry my phone. So.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, we've had some significant weather. There was some counterclockwise swirling directly over the building I work in yesterday. Yeah, it's been fun. Spring is awesome here.
Ooh, it's monsoon season, y'all.
Yeah. Well, Shadow, the rattlesnakes are not dead, but they are coming out of hibernation. So
Well, you should be looking forward to that since you like wrapping them around your car wheels, your
that
axles.
is not what fucking happened, Larry.
I missed this conversation.
So okay. Oh,
No, no,
yep,
no.
yep.
You
I'm
don't get to
telling it.
tell the story because you
Yeah,
lie every time.
no. My story has been consistent. Consistency
A
equals truth.
consistent lie.
Samuel tells me this story maybe about a year ago about how he was at a gas station and he claims that someone with California license plate pulls up, gets out of the car, and this rattlesnake unravels itself from this person's axle, slithers off like it just drank a pint of Hennessy, and he thinks it rolled off somewhere and died. So this person apparently drove all the way from California to Wyoming with a rattlesnake wrapped around its wheel.
Okay.
It might
And
have picked it up somewhere else along the way.
Probably
That's
the last
possible.
place it got gas.
I just say it was probably a while back because we don't have Diamondbacks in Wyoming.
Yeah, that's a real thing. But that's a common thing down here in El Paso where rattlesnakes just run rampant. So probably just wanted to take a little road trip, get out of the south and go up north and realize that Wyoming is not for them and puke out the Hennessy they just drank.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
But then at the same time, Samuel is also the same person who revealed that somebody was walking under a tree in Chicago in a water moccasin.
It wasn't Chicago. It was
You said it
Illinois.
was Chicago.
No, I said Illinois, Southern Illinois.
It's still
It's
in
on
the
the other
same
end of the
state.
state.
It's still in
Southern
the same
Illinois
state.
is a lot different than Chicago.
There are no water
Hey, don't
moccasins
take
in
his side,
Chicago.
Nomi.
It's too cold there.
Nomi, don't take his side.
I'm just
Anything
stating
with
facts.
tentacles is lying.
Oh, okay. No, so I told him something. Him and Amir, we were having a conversation. I was, and I was just like, "Yeah, I saw this thing happen." What he neglected to mention is that this gas station that I worked at was actually a truck stop on the side of the highway that I fucking worked at, and I was at work when this happened. I did not drive that thing up myself, and nothing to do with it. It was something I witnessed. And yes, I imagine it probably did die because of the friction burns.
That is a possibility as well.
Yeah.
Or it died because it was spun around several times for several hours.
Yeah, I mean, it was probably pretty badly injured, and if it did survive, I don't want anything to do with it because it would be very angry.
Well, wait, what Samuel's failing to tell you guys that was revealed on a previous episode of Abyssal Musings is that
jeez.
I was able to produce a photo of his car and its engine with a rattlesnake wrapped inside it. It was
That was
his
fake
car,
news.
his engine, and the same snake that he claims slid it off somewhere.
Fake news.
No, it
Fake
wasn't.
news. Yeah,
It
neither
was
of my
not.
car. That wasn't even the kind of car I own. And first of all, and secondly, none of my cars are working at the moment. I've got no reason to open the hood.
That's because you have snakes wrapped around the engine. That's why they're not working.
They only go in there because the engines are warm.
Exactly, and that's how you're barbecuing them.
Ah, jeez. All right,
Something's wrong with
we're gonna move on because Larry's full of it on this. Don't tell Larry any humorous stories if you don't want to hear it twisted beyond recognition.
Like those rattlesnakes that you like to cook.
Ah, jeez.
It's the other white meat, duh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I just realized that, and I can share more into this stream. I just came back from a 9-hour drive, and then from that drive, I went straight to a high school graduation. I just got back in time so I can join the stream. I forgot to lock my car, so I will be right back, kids.
Oh, no worries. Go check that.
Yeah, be right back.
As long as Samuel's not out there, you're fine. He'll put a rattlesnake in
Oh,
there.
Jesus.
Stop calling for
Anyway.
Jesus. He's not gonna lie for you.
No. If dude shows up, he's gonna tell the truth. He'll probably have the snake as a witness. Well, yes, Luke Astley, it is. Except it's a one-man telephone game.
No, Lou. I'm telling just believe me, Lou. Just like you believe Joe Biden. You can
What?
trust us both.
Okay.
I am back.
All right. So
You
And I
lied,
did-
Kohai.
And I did leave it unlocked, so good thing I went to go check it.
yes, it is good.
Kohai, aren't you the meme assassin of
She
the
is.
stuff?
She is. I got some new stuff for tomorrow too that she sent us.
Oh,
That
Lord.
I don't think Ryan's going to appreciate very much.
Well, what's
As
he
long
gonna
as it's
say?
not that disgusting thing that Ryan does, I am okay.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not that. It's
Yeah, that was disturbing when I saw it. And then when it was memed, it was still disturbing to me.
yeah. It was pretty funny though.
It was funny, and I was at the airport, and I
For those
paused
of you,
myself for a
Yeah.
while, and I started screaming.
for those of you who missed it, Ryan's got an 8-foot tongue.
It's
When he stumbles over his words, it's not because he's inarticulate. It's because his tongue doesn't fit in his mouth.
I did not want to.
oh, Larry,
We didn't want to know
it's
either.
awful. It's terrible.
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
I threatened Ryan that I would kick him in the balls if he ever did that to me. Like show that tongue in
Yeah.
person.
This was a late stream too, and we were. I think, Larry, this was right around the time you were welcoming your new little one into the world, and
Mhm.
Nomi and Ryan were kind enough to jump on the show here, and towards the end of it, the shit got weird.
It got really weird.
Yeah.
That was a weird conversation.
It was a strange ending to the show. But yeah, and for those of you who are curious, I don't remember exactly which number it was. Go back, month, maybe a month and a half. It's in there. It's still all up on YouTube.
That's so wild. That was a month ago. But yeah, it was in that time frame.
Yeah, somewhere in that time frame. Give or take. I don't recall exactly, Larry, when your new little one was like the exact week that she was born, but it was about a month and a half ago, right?
Well, she was born April 20th.
Okay, so
Weed Smoke Day.
about a month ago, yeah, about a month ago.
The beginning of
So,
May, basically. That's when it all
Okay.
went down.
Yeah, I was hoping she'd be born a day earlier because then she'd share her birthday with my oldest. So, but life doesn't always work out the way you want.
So you're saying that Ryan has one of those Orochimaru tongues?
Yeah, kinda. I mean, think Venom, but without the teeth.
Think of Gene Simmons type of tongue.
It's
Like it's long.
It's like
Oh wow, he's got one of those. Oh,
like he could probably lick his nipple without tilting his chin that much.
No.
that's scary.
I don't wonder.
She's like, "Fuck this, I'm
I
out."
never want to hear that again. That's just. Oh my god.
That's scary. And I'm getting Twitter hits, and I look down, and it's Ryan.
Yeah, he's blowing up the group chat right now.
I'm glad that the chat agrees with me. So you
Yeah.
thought of this, Samuel. You thought
Nah.
of Ryan doing that to himself.
I mean, sometimes these images come unbidden to the mind. It's more of a spur of the moment thing. I really didn't think it through. It occurred to me as I was saying it, like the idea occurred to me as I was saying it, and then after I said it, I was just like, yeah, that was gross.
You like this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah, but with Ryan's relatively pleasant face.
ah.
Which
that's
kind of
bad.
makes it worse, actually.
Normal looking face and then weird abnormally tongue. I don't know. It's gross.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
what's Bone saying here? He says, might have been worse than the tongue in the tongue sandwich you made from the idiot mayor in Batman Beyond opening. Oh, okay.
I haven't seen that.
I think I saw that, but I didn't really get into Batman Beyond, so that would have been a long time ago. So, but anyway, now that we've discussed Ryan's nipples and his inordinately long tongue, how was your trip, Nomi?
Dude, it was good. I'm gonna post a video on Monday of the trip at what went down and what didn't go down. But it was fun. I went to my mother's motherland, Mexico. We disembarked from Long Beach, California, 2 days at sea, and in those 2 days, I was sick out of my mind. Didn't get nauseous, but dizziness is a real thing. And I've never been on a cruise before. So I would be walking straight or standing straight. And if I feel one shift, like small shift, I am disoriented. I fell several times on the floor for just little movements. My good friend, she gave me this medication. She's like, hey, this helps out with dizziness because she's a coach. So she has medications for her athletes. Like, this will work great. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll take it. I trust you. And in that morning that I took it, we did some activities. We played golf, pool that was available for the guests to play around. 30 minutes into it, playing pool, I got a little sleepy. It's like, maybe I just need to lay down for a little bit. And I went back to my cabin. I took a nap. And next thing happened, a good friend came into my cabin and he was so concerned. He's like, hey, are you okay? Like, yeah, like I'm perfectly fine. I just took a little nap. And he's like, you were asleep for 8 hours. I'm like, what? What happened? You're like, well, we came in several times to check up on you and you were out cold. You weren't responsive, but you were breathing. And I asked him what time it was. He's like, well, it's 9:30 at night. I'm like, I fell asleep at 11:30. So I was asleep for a good amount of time, and I asked my friend what the medication was, and it was Dramamine, but the drowsy one, it helped out with the dizziness, but the sleepiness was a real thing, and I missed the whole day of fun because I was sick.
Nice. Cajun Corey, hello. Haven't
Hey,
seen you on the channel
Cajun.
before. Welcome.
Cajun's
Welcome,
a real one. He's a good guy. Love that
Cool
guy.
beans. Cool beans. This is our Friday night late night show. We do another bigger show on Saturday afternoons. You're always welcome to come by. Speaking of people coming by, I think we might have an appearance from the tongue himself.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
So I believe he may be on his way, which would be good because I haven't actually had a chance to talk to him for a couple of weeks anyway. So
Sounds
Yeah, I
like a
haven't talked to
party.
any of y'all for
Mhm.
several weeks. It's been a minute.
Well, I tell you what, to bring everybody on, we'll just throw the program out the damn window.
you called me 3 days ago and you said, "Hey, do you think Nomi and Ryan want to come on Saturday or Friday?" And I was like, "I don't know. We can ask them."
Dude, I wasn't saying that as a negative. I was literally saying just get everybody on. Friday, since we didn't do Friday night, just get everybody on. I was
Yeah.
literally saying that.
Yeah, I don't know. We probably could if you guys wanted to.
I
Yeah.
don't give a rat's
I could
hairy
start.
behind.
I could start throwing some links out to those who.
Because I'm sure, listen, I'm sure we are all curious as to what happened when. Now, I should have bet you some money. I could have sworn that Nomi got into a bar fight on that cruise. I was thinking that while
No,
I was at work, I was like, I'll bet you she broke a bottle of Hennessy over somebody's head. Something.
I wish, but no. If anything, and I should put this in my video. I saved a woman from the elevator on the cruise in the ocean, like while we were out in sea.
Nice.
Really?
Yeah, me and my
You
friend.
tell. I want to hear
Yeah.
this.
I can't remember what night it was, but I think we were coming back to the States. My friend and I, we wanted to go check out trivia night and the other activities that was happening. As we were walking down the hall from our cabins, we heard screaming and we looked at each other like, oh, someone's having a good time. Cool. And as we got closer to the staircase, the elevators, we heard a woman screaming frantically. And we turned around the corner. There's this guy stoned out of his mind. He's like, hey, there's someone stuck in this elevator. We're like, what? And then the best way to describe it is like the elevator was closed and they would open barely like that and then would close immediately. And we saw this woman screaming. And then we're like, oh my gosh, like we'll help you. And the guy that was stoned took off. We did not know where he went. And she was screaming. She's like, hey, like I have my daughter with me. She's 9 months old. We've been here for 5 minutes. The door's not opening. Even the alarm in the elevator inside's not working. So my friend and I tried to pry it open and it wasn't budging. I went running to go find a crew member, and lo and behold, as soon as I went up one staircase, there was one crew member walking down. It's like, hey, you look like you work here. I need your help. So he came down with me, and both he and I and my friend, we propped the door open, and she came out with her daughter, and she was screaming and just crying, and she ran in to hug us, and that woman was burning hot. Her body was on fire. So she said she was in there for 5 minutes, but we believe she was in there for 10, 15 minutes, just how hot her body was, and the baby as well. The baby was at least 7 months old.
Oh
So
wow.
yeah, so she, of course, as a mother, she was freaking out. The crew member was calming her down. My friend was fanning her. Went running to the food deck area, grabbed a couple of cups of ice and water. Went running down, put the ice like on her back, poured water over her, and guest services came out and other crew members came out and asked so many questions. And she gave her story that she was stuck. No one was responding back on the alarm. The door would open barely and then shut immediately. She was stuck in there for 5 minutes, to her story. What else happened? She was trying to contact her husband, and then finally, somehow, by miracle, she got signal and her husband was calling back. I answered, explained to him, like, hey, your wife and your daughter was stuck in the elevator. We're at this part of the ship if you want to come back. And he's like, oh shit, like I'm drunk as fuck right now, but like, yeah, I'll come over. I was like, okay, well, he's on a cruise. We can't get mad because, you know, when you're on a cruise, you want to get drunk. He came out shit faced, like did not know what's happening, but he quickly realized what happened. And then drunkenly, he told me, he's like, hey, like, thanks for taking care of my daughter and my wife. I didn't know. And, you know, I'm really messed up, but thank you for, you know, taking your time to take care of her, get her out. Like, yeah, of course. So time went by. We let them do their own thing because they were being asked 20 questions by the staff, what was happening. About an hour later, my friend and I were the pool deck area, and the husband found us, and he was kind of sober a little bit, but he's like, hey, like, let me get you guys 3 rounds of drinks for taking, like, saving my daughter and my wife. Like, I really appreciate it. So I got free drinks out of that for running and getting a crew member and getting ice for this lady who was stuck.
Good on you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you guys would do if you guys were stuck in an elevator on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean.
I hate elevators, so I truly believe that the Incredible Hulk would have been real in that moment, because I would have kicked that door down.
Well, yeah, you know, in my case, did you ever see that Shyamalan movie Devil?
Yep.
No,
Yeah,
I
that's what would
haven't seen it
happen.
yet. Okay.
Oh, you
I'll
would
have to
think of
see
it
it.
like that.
I'll have to see it because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
You don't, it'll make you never want to get in an elevator with people.
Okay.
yeah, it's there's a bunch of people who get stuck in an elevator together, and one of them is literal Satan.
I want to
And the
say
lights
yes,
go
I
off.
have seen it, but I'll have to relive it or rewatch
Yeah,
it.
because the
Yeah.
light goes off every time the light goes off in the elevator, and it comes back on. Somebody's dead, and it's not pretty. It's
Yes, I
gruesome.
have seen it. Okay, yeah. Wow, it's been. I think I saw that in maybe high school. It's been a while
Yeah, it's
since
been out for a
I've
minute.
seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I would not handle being in there very well, and I think other people would suffer for it.
So I'd never get stuck in an elevator with you, Samuel.
No, there are a few. You know, I'm generally an easygoing guy. I'm usually a fairly generous guy with, like, money and help and that kind of thing. If I have it to give, I will. But there are 2 things that there are a handful of let's call them rules. You know, it's
Yeah.
like grandma Mogwais have rules. Samuel's got rules. One of those is don't get stuck in an elevator with me because I'm not going to handle it well. Another one is don't restrain me in any way because I definitely won't handle that well. And also, don't touch my food because you're not getting your hand back if you do.
Yeah, I'm the
Ooh.
same way. I'm
Then
the same way.
then a cruise is not for you because there is a buffet, all you can eat type of setup there.
No, that
And
buffets I'm cool with, but like once it's on my plate, it becomes mine.
okay. So
And
I
at
can't,
that
like,
point,
take off, like, I'm just gonna have one French
not if you
fry.
want to keep your hands. No,
Ooh, okay.
it's like I love you, Nomi, but I will take your hand over a French fry.
Oh,
I'll give you
okay.
I'll give you the shirt off my back. I will die in a fire if it will save your life. Don't touch my food.
Dang, okay. I'll make sure
You know,
not
I'm
to
not like
take
that,
one
Nomi. Like
fry.
if I have some French fries or something, you want one. Like I'd let you take it from my
it's
plate.
different if I offer to share.
Okay.
That's a different story. And honestly, there are 2 people in this world who can pick off my plate as much as they like, and as much as it rankles me, there is not a damn thing I can do about it. But they're both my children, so beyond that, like even my own mother, nope. So
You just have to be flesh and blood and have tentacles. So
yeah, well, Mama Infamous doesn't have tentacles. I'm the only one who inherited that particular
okay.
gene, I guess.
That weird.
Yeah. For the record, those of you who don't know me, it's a bit. It's a character. It's not like I don't actually have tentacles. It's a joke.
Because people were wondering about that.
Yeah, some people do. Some people take that stuff very seriously, or they think that I'm somehow like touched in the head. Because oh, he clearly doesn't, but he thinks he does. Gosh, he really takes it seriously.
It's
a
one of those
bit.
identity things. He identifies as a frog. Somebody identifies as a fairy. He
Yeah,
identifies as a squid.
it's a bit. Like everybody on fucking YouTube plays a character to some degree or other.
Yeah.
So I mean, take this guy for instance.
No, gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Sort of.
Mm.
So
We're special parts in certain ways.
yeah. Bo gets it. Bo gets it about the food. He's, yeah. Or so he would have this thing. Yeah, well, my whole mission in coming to this realm is to sow madness and despair and then devour everything. So it is what it is. I'm off to a slow start. I think CERN beat me to it.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, they turned on the Hadron Collider, the whole planet went crazy.
Well, let me say this, Nomi. You know, congratulations on your channel. I know you've got 2 videos up. If you'd like to show them for anybody here that hasn't seen them, you're more than welcome.
Sure. Let's see. My first video got what 266 views.
Your first video got you like 89 subs too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was tracking my channel and I got 45 subscribers that day.
Mhm.
And
I
that was
would-
so wild. Did not expect that to happen.
I would like to take at least a little credit for that because I started spreading that video around as far as I could.
Oh, stop it.
Thank you. I do.
People
did
knew
it.
who Nomi was well before you
I
said
know.
something.
I know they did. That's why I said a little credit.
Gotta
No,
give
you don't
praise
even
where
get
praise
half
is
a
due.
credit. I'll give you all the credit in the world for cooking rattlesnakes in your car, you know.
Shut up, Larry.
But no, never. But anyway, Nomi, yeah, if you want to show your video, or if you want me to go on there, I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I don't have admin control, so feel free to bring that up, Larry. You have you have all permission to do whatever you want with my videos.
Okay. I was going to
Nothing
say
too wild.
Well, we can. I mean, you
you should still be
can
able to
share
share
it.
your screen.
Let's
Yeah.
see. I've never done this before, so
Okay, so down at the bottom of the screen, there will be a bar with some stuff on it, like your start cam, your mute button.
oh,
that
I
sort of
see.
thing.
I see.
Where it says present, that's what you want to click on.
I see it. Let me get that going.
But you got to have the video pulled up first.
But let me grab my YouTube channel real quick, and I'll do that. But other than that, how has it been with you guys? As I'm pulling up these videos, what's new? What's happening? It's been a while since I last talked to y'all.
Yeah, we missed you.
I've got some news.
Oh, please
So
share.
a lot of people don't know. I wouldn't even call it news. I'm a bit of a writer, you know, like Cat and like Shadow Pup and some of the others, and I'm actually like when I write my characters, I like to have them in depth. So I like to have a story behind them, things like that. You know, like I like really concentrate on them. So it takes me a long time to actually get to the actual story because I want to know who they are. Because as I write, I like writing more like as a script rather than like when you read traditional prose in a book, because sometimes for me it's difficult to follow who's saying what. So I like to kind of make it a little bit easier, you know, so that people okay, this guy said this person says that, so I write it more like a script. But I've actually created characters based off of everybody in our group.
Kohai found the tongue.
Oh, don't show that.
Thanks for diverting my entire.
We all heard it. I let you finish before I say anything.
But I am ready, so we cannot talk about Ryan's tongue.
Cool beans.
Thank you.
Yes. So perfect timing, because that's something I don't ever want to see or talk about again.
All right, so you click on the present and it'll give you a little sub menu and go to share screen.
Okay.
And then once you do that, it should take, oh yeah, you got it up there. Did you manage to share? There's a share audio tab button that is like a tiny little thing in the corner. It's kind of easy to miss.
I see StreamYard is sharing your screen. That's it. Sorry, I'm such like a freaking sorry,
Okay.
I'm such a noob at this.
No, it's fine. But this is it's always good good to learn stuff. All right, so when you go up to when you click on the thing and it says choose what to share, it'll give you like your Microsoft Edge tab, window, or entire screen. So you want to go to the Edge tab and click on the specific video. Hey,
Can you
Ryan.
guys hear me?
Yes, we can. How's it been?
Hi, Ryan.
Can you hear us?
Okay, you can ignore me. Or yeah, cool.
Oh, okay. So no worries. We will Larry, if you don't have them pulled up, I can find them real quick. Did we lose Larry too?
No.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
No, he's not back up.
Yeah. No, I meant Nomi's videos.
Okay, so screen share. and then it brings up the little thing where it says entire screen, window, and Chrome tab.
Okay, so you want to go to Chrome tab.
Okay.
All right, and then it'll have like your options there. Like on mine, for instance, it says YouTube and Abyssal Musings number 34. So you click on the specific one that you want, and down in the bottom of the corner, before you hit share, there's a little checkbox that says share audio tab. Make sure that's checked.
I found it, and yes, it's checked.
Okay, and so you click on the specific thing, and it should bring up the video, and it won't show like your whole browser screen and all that stuff, which is good.
Oh, cool. It's not like I have weird tabs up. I don't have those up. The only tabs I have is you guys.
They're big. And then from there on the YouTube side, you can play it as you would any other YouTube video. You can full screen it. You can not full screen it. You can mess with the volume and all that stuff. Play, pause, that sort of thing. So
look at me learning. I've done it. But yeah. Well, this is my first video. I'm proud of it.
Hey, Midnight Wear. Yeah. Let's take a look. I've watched it like 3 times myself. Let's share it with everyone else.
Buckle up, guys. It's 2 minutes and 8 seconds.
What I've learned a lot in my years of traveling, a lot of people don't know this, but I used to travel a lot for a job that didn't pay me good, but they paid me to go to places, exotic places, expensive places. They paid for everything. They didn't pay me well. But what I did not like about traveling is that I always had to find a good nail tech. And that was so hard to find a nail tech. What I like to do is I go to restaurants, and whoever is my server, if it's a girl and they have a nice set, I'm going to ask them like, hey, where do you go? And they usually give me the recommendations. Right now I'm going to get my nails done because someone recommended me this place that I've been here for a year. And I've always had a phenomenal time and always good sets with this nail tech of mine. They're a little outgrown. I realized I didn't get any content of my nails getting done or the result of my nails, but I can assure you they were lovely, because sometimes you have to call your dad and you're going to have to make a move back to the place you never thought you'd go back to, and that is home. There's nothing wrong with retreating, going back home to your parents, because home is where you can be yourself, because there's friends that you've made there you can go and reconnect with and get coffee. Another thing is you can go to a farmer's market with your little sister and grab some yummy little donuts that we used to have as kids, and also go to our favorite place to get our favorite agua frescas. If you don't know what agua frescas are, just ask a Mexican like me. Reach out and I'll tell you what it is, because you're missing out. And what's an agua fresca without a burrito? Because, as an adult, it's important to value the things in life, which is spending time with your family. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's no shame, like I said. Even if the circumstances that you don't want, hey, make the best out of it. Life is too short and you only YOLO once. I'll see you guys next time.
I realized I made a huge mistake at the end that I don't know what I'm doing in editing. I try to add my sister's handle so people can follow her as well, and then I messed it up because it was my first video and I just got really excited and had to post it as soon as I could.
It's my first video is always a little bit rough. Hey man.
Hi Ryan.
Hey, I can hear you guys now.
Yay, Ryan.
That's a good thing.
Where's Kat?
I don't know. Probably
get Kat on here too.
She doesn't usually answer DMs like at all, and it's pretty late, so I don't know. I can try.
Or her house finally caught on fire.
Yeah, that's always possible. Hey, some compliments for your video there, Nomi.
Oh, thanks, Troll Patrol.
Troll Patrol is a good dude.
Hi, Kohai, tongue man.
Yeah, there was some discussion about some disturbing shit that you did on stream about a month ago.
You nasty.
What? I was born this way. All right, it's not my fault.
And never show that extra special thing that you have to anyone.
I'll turn
no
the camera
special
on and do it.
effects.
Well, I'm not the
special
one who
effects.
did that. I'm not the one who made the meme. Don't
Hey,
be
Tyler.
mad at me.
Oh, we know who did it.
But
Kohai
you're the one.
Terror.
You're the one who showed that tongue, though.
Well, it's the only one I got. Like,
You could
Why
use
would
the
it
fake one.
why?
I'm just gonna sit back here and listen to you guys argue about this because this is super amusing to me.
I mean, I'll turn my camera on and I'll stick it out again.
Please
I got
do
something on.
not. I swear to God, Ryan, I will.
I love that look.
No.
He just turns to the camera and like,
I don't want to see it.
shit, man. How you been? I haven't talked to you in about a week and a half for more
It's-
than a minute.
It's been a minute. Hanging in there, fighting with the U.S. government. I hate them.
Hey, Tyler.
They're awful people. They owe me a shitload of money.
Hey, get Redbeard up here.
So what did I walk into? A mess. Just a
Yeah.
mess. Just a mess.
I just like you just want me to like open the thing. Is that
That's
what
up to
you
you.
want? Because that's
It's up to you, man. I mean, look. Ultimately, it's your channel. I'm just. It's basically what I'm saying is I'm throwing the damn program out the window. If you want to bring anybody, I don't even think we've ever had Tyler on this show.
No, we haven't. Tyler hasn't been on the channel before. Actually, I don't think he's even been in a chat before.
Tyler's a good guy. Met him in real life.
I interact with him quite a bit on Twitter. Actually, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Hopefully the
Shadow
next time-
doesn't think so, but Shadow's banned from Twitter now. So, haha.
Is he locked out or suspended?
Yeah, what
I
happened?
think it's a permanent suspension.
Really?
Wow.
What'd he
Yeah.
do? I'm gonna
So-
click on his shit. Hold on. Stupid kid.
You know Hassan Piker?
Yeah, he's a loser.
Yeah, the kid might have retweeted something that involved Sam Hyde threatening to kill Hassan Piker.
Oh.
Why would you retweet that?
I don't know, but it got it. I'm pretty sure that he's not coming back to Twitter on that account.
It's definitely not showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, Shadow's Twitter handle.
Yeah, it's it's pretty rough.
Kohai,
But to be fair,
several times, Kohai. Several.
he's usually pretty on top of it. Kohai, you've been around forever. You know that. It's just every once in a while we throw the program out the window because it's let's just have a little fun. Let's have chat, catch up a little bit.
So we got the 50th tomorrow. Let's have if we can get
Mhm.
people on, come on through. Because what you said, not everybody can show up tomorrow long term. Hell, Luke Casley's is in the chat. Lou wants to come up. Let her come up.
Oh, I was just gonna make a comment. I can't even fucking talk.
It's that tongue of yours. Roll it back like
It
a
is.
roll-up.
No, my allergies were messing with me earlier, and I took an allergy pill and it made me all drowsy, and I fell asleep. And so now I'm
Hey,
like,
do you
I'm
have
like,
hair
all
on your
this-
tongue like a cat? You know how cats have the hair on their tongues. Do you have hair on your tongue?
Cats have hair on their tongue.
Yes. If they ever lick you, it feels like a brush. They have hair on their tongues.
What?
Those are not exactly hairs.
They're like bristles. They're like
Yeah.
bristles.
Yeah,
Do you
they're
have
rough, and the reason
Brian?
for that is so that they can like get through the fur.
Is your
Cat's,
tongue rough?
a cat's tongue is covered with papillae, which are small hook-shaped growths that point towards the back of the mouth. They're sort of like hairs because they're made from keratin. Oh,
Mhm. Yeah, but so's a rhinoceros's horn.
yeah. Well, I didn't know that.
Do you have that on your tongue, Ryan?
No, I'm human, weirdo.
I know, but you can still. Your tongue is hardly. Your tongue doesn't seem to be human.
Well,
I mean, from what I understand, your nickname is Venom.
It is now,
Is this a thing I missed?
I guess. I don't. All I said was that
look,
it's like
Gene-
Venom, but without
Gene's-
the teeth.
Gene Simmons did it first. Okay, look, I can't help that I got a rock star's tongue. All right,
I did say that he had a Gene Simmons tongue.
I didn't hear that part, but I just know Gene Simmons is famous for his tongue. So
Covered
I'm
in
sure-
populate.
I think it's papillae.
Or whatever.
It's not like Pop Tarts.
I almost said the other. Well, I'm not even gonna say what it is, but PAPSMEA. I think it's called. I almost said that by accident. So, sorry, Nomi.
Okay.
Shut up, Tyler. Get on the panel, fucker.
I tried to get him to come on the panel.
You guys got to give me a minute. I just sent him
No,
the
fuck-
link.
No, fuck
yeah,
him.
exactly. Hurry up.
I said Joker Voice has got the link. So does Shadow, but I think he ran off to cry about being.
What about Lou?
That takes
You're
time. I don't
discriminating
have.
against Luke
No,
Casely.
I'm not.
And
I don't.
And we're still talking about
Stop
Nomi
talking
and her
for a
channel.
second, Larry.
Just stop talking for a second.
You can't
I
tell the
don't
black guy
have
that. You
Lou's
can't do that.
Twitter. I have her email. That's a whole separate screen I got to go into.
Send it. No excuses. Anyway, while he's doing that, so Nomi, what else happened on your boat trip? Please tell us all about it.
Yeah, other than people getting stuck in an elevator, that's wild.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
This one guy, he bought me drinks. I downed 6 strawberry daiquiris in 30 minutes.
What?
Yeah, you did.
I did. I really did. Well, what happened was that I was out by the pool, legging
Yeah, you
out,
were.
getting Ryan.
I
don't
saw
make
that
this
photo, by
weird.
the way. I saw
What-
that photo, by the way.
What photo?
Yes,
The
Lou,
one-
it is.
The one that you put on Instagram, right? Was it Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram.
it-
There's one of me at the beach with me and a mango.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the one it was. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
eating a mango.
Yeah, it says account suspended for Shadow. I just pulled it up. Twitter suspends accounts that violate Twitter rules. It doesn't say permanently suspended though, unless they changed it. It used to say permanently suspended, so maybe he can appeal it. Because I know a guy, like his original Twitter account got permanently suspended, then he got reinstated after Elon took over, and then it got permanently suspended again for supposedly violating a ban that he appealed and got overturned. But anyway, just some guy.
My
Are you
wife
talk-
got permanently suspended for not tweeting anything after Elon took over.
Wait, I think he did say that he was purging Twitter accounts that haven't been active.
They did active in years. Yeah.
If there's no activity, then you're donezo. Even if you just ghost and just kind of lurk around the comments or the tweets that have been broadcast, you're gonna.
Oh
Use that
no,
account.
the one my former Twitter account just says account suspended. It doesn't say anything. Hi, JB.
JB!
Hello.
Greetings.
Hello.
We're having a party.
Dude, I
Yeah.
don't
And
have
I'm sorry, but calling Gene Simmons a rock star is an insult to rock stars.
He
Oh, no,
was.
Wait, how is that?
Hey, Kiss is
Did
a
I
pretty
s-
big band.
Did I stutter?
Kiss is a rock band. They're not a metal band. That's the difference. I think you're getting at. But they're a rock band. They always have been.
The real talent in that band was Ace.
I'm not disputing that. Ace
I'm
Frehley
not
was a
disputing that.
badass.
I
You
mean,
know?
I'm just saying Gene Simmons made the long tongue thing famous, and that's
I mean, Gene Simmons was the bassist, wasn't he?
Yeah, the bass
Yeah.
player.
yeah.
So like I like to say to Shadow, make like a bassist and be inaudible.
Well, he's super inaudible now.
Oh, couldn't happen to a nicer pixie.
What a
Embrace it,
Yeah.
Tinkerbell.
Now he's honestly that. Like I'm sorry to see that he got banned off Twitter, but at the same time, that was completely 100% avoidable and his fault.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like they've got a zero tolerance policy for especially for people who spout as much right wing stuff as he does, for threatening anybody, even if it was quote tweeting somebody else's threat.
In Minecraft, yeah,
Yeah,
because
it doesn't work.
Yeah, the bots do not see a difference.
Nope.
No, they don't. Like
Yeah.
I've never been banned off of Twitter for anything like that.
Mhm.
What my original account got banned for was sharing a meme that somebody
Right.
else made of Joe Biden looking like Hitler from his Black Bart speech in front of the the red background with the
Right.
red and black.
Mhm.
Like that was it. But like, yeah, they don't take anybody posting threats lightly at all. Like, and if you engage in that at all, like your ass is on grass.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Tyler,
Well,
welcome
oh,
to the
well.
channel and the show.
Oh,
Good
well,
to see you.
Marcus.
Yeah, I
Marco's
was
awesome.
wondering whose tongue I had to suck to get a link, but I guess nobody.
I mean,
it's very simple. Yeah.
you just got to tickle him a little.
Okay. Well, now I know the secret code, I guess.
Yeah. Good to officially meet you. I know we interact on Twitter somewhat,
Yeah.
and you've seen me obviously in the chats on some of Ryan's other shows. But yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
He's all right.
So,
He's not too shabby.
It's all right.
Literally
You know,
nobody asked
though,
Nobody
guys,
asked you.
we got a new person on the panel, and I'm kind of wondering if I should go out of my way to make him uncomfortable right out of the gate, just so that he's prepared.
Oh no.
Oh, you should. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really
Know me.
I really haven't missed that.
That's the by the way, Ryan plays it for me sometimes on his channel, but he won't play the whole thing. That was the whole
Yes.
thing.
Nobody
Yeah, I've never heard it
hates
that
it.
long with the
So,
sound effects
like,
and everything.
she just makes this face like, dude, why the fuck did I come on this panel if you're gonna play
Yep.
that shit?
I've
She
got
makes
something
it
for
fake
I
that.
on-
was asked to be
She
on
makes
this
it-
panel, so
she
I'm going
makes
to
it
talk about my
face-
channel. And then
Ryan, Ryan, she makes that face on every panel.
Hey, I've
Right.
got something for that too. I've got something for that too. This is just for you, Nomi, and I think it
Oh,
expresses how you're feeling
scared.
right now.
Well, I say every day it's a getting closer to taking a bath with my fucking toaster.
No.
I saw the clip of that.
Why
guy.
did you have that queued up?
The
That's-
voice there is the dulcet tones of my good friend Caucasian Sasquatch.
yeah,
who
that's-
has
that's-
the
yes.
sexiest
What-
voice on the internet.
That is a sexy voice.
He does have it.
He's the hey, he's the white Barry White.
that man could do well, I mean, he's perfect for YouTube. He would never have to show his face. Like, everybody listened for his voice.
Yeah.
Luke Casley's even on board. It was like, yes, that's a standard. So the first time we had Luke Casley on panel, it wasn't this show; it was a Saturday show.
Mhm.
Things started out okay, but it devolved into some. There were a lot of
As-
dildo jokes, a lot of
as they
dildo
usually
jokes,
do.
and she kind of walked into that not knowing what was going to happen, and left fully aware of exactly who and what we are here.
For the record, Lou, I had nothing to do with any of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
now
okay.
you're gonna claim.
Oh,
Just like tonight, a big part of this is pushing Nomi's channel. All right,
Mhm.
Nomi is devolved. I had nothing to do with that either. That man with the tentacles planned all of this on Monday.
don't let him fool you, Nomi. I have the DM where he invited me on like Wednesday.
By the
Or,
way,
like,
Yeah, but
so
but-
he had something to do with this.
By
Yeah.
the way, Nomi's channel is in the description.
Thank
Hey,
you.
does Nomi know how
go
to?
sub.
Nomi, do you know how to link your channel to somebody else's when you're streaming, or when they're streaming, so that yours is streaming too?
Yes, I do,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I haven't set that up yet.
Okay.
Damn, Luke.
I mean, we're having, because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose sight of your boat adventure also, and I also
Absolutely.
want to hear from Tyler too.
Oh,
because
no,
this
it's
is
okay.
my
I'm
first
all-
interaction.
Thank you, Larry. Appreciate that. But I'm all about hanging out, and whatever happens comes natural in conversation. I'm good. I'm
Vegas.
good with the flow.
All right, cool. Then let
Just
me
like
find
Vegas.
this,
Vegas,
Central.
Vegas was fun. Yeah.
As you kind of you started off with a group and then just kind of pulled a Roman and found your own directions.
Yeah.
Is she one of those people that wanders off?
Yeah, she's a wanderer.
Oh, yeah, she's a wanderer. Yeah, if I get really blasted, I'm a wanderer too. It hasn't happened since I've been to Vegas last
Oh.
time, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
was fucking wrecked in Vegas.
I heard that. Oh, trust me, because y'all were supposed to come to my iBar afterward. You conveniently were just kind of not there. You kind of wandered off with somebody.
placing
Tyler
a phone
and
call.
everybody else left without me.
Hey, don't
No,
blame
we
Tyler
asked
for
her
that.
multiple times, and she was walking around. She's wearing like cowboy boots, but she was walking like a. Have you ever seen like a newborn deer try to walk? That's kind of what she was walking like. So, it was,
She had Bambi legs.
Oh my god!
I
Wow.
didn't know that, Tyler.
she was having a good time.
And as tall as she is, that's like a damn ostrich trying to walk around while it's high.
Yeah, Nomi's like 7 feet tall. If anybody doesn't know.
We were kind of afraid she'd fall on us, kind of like a sycamore or something.
So what you're saying is that
Tyler,
the next time I have to walk through a thunderstorm, I should walk next to Nomi because she's
Yeah,
tall.
exactly.
Tyler, was I that bad?
I'm exaggerating a little.
That's
Don't
a
sugarcoat
little.
it, Tyler.
But there's
Don't sugarcoat
JB.
it.
He's like, yeah, you're fucking wrecked.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah,
You gotta-
Carrie,
you gotta
I
be
did kind of see this coming.
They call her the Wanderer. Yeah, the Wanderer. She roams around.
Now I understand the
You
song.
saw Bradley at your bar, Joker. He was just kind of there and just very.
Oh, dude, Bradley was fucked up.
Yeah,
Dude,
he was like the exact opposite kind of drunk.
yes. He was where Nomi does this. Brad is sedentary. He is like
He's kind of sat and listened.
yeah. And of
Which
course
I'm always
he
kind of like when someone's drunk and they're getting quiet. I'm like, are you gonna puke on me?
that is a fair question to ask.
He didn't. But
good. Yes, true. Because I would have been very upset because then I have to clean that up.
Last time
that
I
would be hilarious.
Last time I went to Vegas, I got so trashed, I got sick on the drive home.
Actually, there's a bar in Vegas called the
There
Double
is a bar
Down.
in Vegas. There's a couple.
There's lots of bars in Vegas, but this specific bar, they offer a thing that you can purchase called puke insurance. It's basically a $20 tip to the bartender, and if you pay your puke in insurance, if you puke, they will clean it up. If you don't, they hand you a rag and a bucket and say, here you go.
I support that 100%.
And I would just walk out. That's stupid.
Yeah, like if
Oh no, because there's a guy at the door who fits the door frame and is like, you're not leaving.
Oh wow.
Back to work.
I think
I'm just
I
there
think
to drink and puke.
Oh, I thought you meant that you were going to go outside to puke. I was like,
No.
can you stop you from puking outside? Like, no.
No.
I know when I'm done, like, when it comes to drinking. So it's like, I know that limit where I'll stop, and I'm like, no, like, because, and it's usually like a shot, or if I like try to take like a big drink of it, like a beer or something like that, and I'm like, oh, that sat wrong. You just feel that lump in your throat. You're like, yeah, I'm done. Like,
Yeah, it's not a lump for me. It's like I have to stare, like close one eye to see clearly, and then I'm like, okay, this is enough.
I gotta be honest. I can't tell you the last time I was like that.
No, really?
Yeah, no, I really can't.
That was Tuesday.
I don't get sloppy drunk anymore. I used to, but
Yeah,
now I might have a finger of scotch once every couple of months. I don't drink much at all.
Yeah, I don't drink a whole lot either. I'm pretty much a lightweight, so
Don't I
I-
gamble?
I used
Don't
to
I
drink
gamble?
Bud Light, but not anymore.
That
I drink-
which
I
is hilarious. Which is hilarious.
I
because-
used to drink Bud Light if it was on sale, but I would normally drink like Yingling if I preferred. But
Or
yeah,
So-
Bud Light. Why does that not surprise me?
used to.
So- So
is that how you got the tongue?
so the bar that the I would never want to see that again. What the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. So the bar that the Vegas gathering that was at, I can just imagine now the bar owner and allow the staff and allow the patrons, the regular patrons there, are just woke as fuck. They are far lefties.
Oh, lovely.
and then they have us there.
Oh, that
And-
probably goes well.
Well, because Gary pays a shit ton of cash. And
Oh, you're talking about that bar.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
yeah, the Millennium Fandom Bar. Oh yeah, it's woke as shit. So
had no idea.
I could just imagine them going over the inventory the next day, and they're like, "We didn't sell any Bud Light. That's weird."
Nobody's selling any Bud Light right now. Or Miller Lights joined the party too.
Target's up next.
Target.
Target. I don't understand. Like H&K had a misstep with their like social media person. Like I don't understand what's with these companies like bashing on.
So
like, are you guys retarded?
here's the thing about all of this stuff. Like, you know, on the one hand, I'm more than happy to sit back and let it happen. But on the other hand, I'm, you know, like we spent years bitching about cancel culture. That's exactly what we're seeing right now with people campaigning to keep people away from these businesses. Now, myself, as far as I'm concerned, they are catering to something that I do not agree with. So I will simply not give them my business. But I'm not standing out front of the store telling people to fucking boycott.
Nope.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah, like I won't buy their stuff because
I believe in the free market, and if somebody wants their wares, somebody is entitled to go in and buy their wares.
Correct.
But I'm not gonna actively go out of my way to try to get other people not to do it.
And so like, and it's getting pretty bad on the right now about that. And I don't agree with that. I think the cancel culture is bullshit. I think that if you want to boycott something, that's up.
Well, and I think the Bud Light stuff, that there wasn't a boycott. People just
you're right.
Stopped, right? It was like
you're right because they
common thought or something.
Yeah, they offended their only demographic. You know, they offended the only people who drink that crap.
Yeah,
and
you don't want frat bros. You want classy folks to drink fucking Bud Light. Really?
I'm going to tell you that.
You think a marketing strategy is gonna change that? Maybe a beer.
Bud Light accomplished in 2 weeks what AA has failed to do for 90 years.
I don't think people quit drinking. They just started drinking something better.
I mean, there's probably something to that, but I think that probably a lot of people did quit drinking. I mean, like you look back to the lockdowns, right? A lot of people, were stuck in their houses, and sure, some of us sat around and got fat and watched a bunch of TV and shit. But some people just started like doing other things, and then they got into the habit of like learning new things, or got into like hobbies and stuff, and ended up bettering themselves over the course of that.
That's true.
So
I did. I did.
And I think that there might have been something similar to that came out of this whole Bud Light debacle. You know, it's like, oh well, we don't want to drink Bud Light. Don't really like anything else. I guess I'll find something else to do with my time that's more constructive.
Right?
Yeah, pretty much. I agree with that.
Well, it's not just Bud Light now. Now it's Target. I mean, you would think these other what was it? Wasn't it? It's Target.
Yeah, I'm still shopping at Target. This doesn't make me want to go to Walmart instead. I mean, I'm going to Target.
Yeah, no, Walmart's straight up evil.
Wait, why?
I shop at Walmart.
I do too, but that doesn't make them less evil.
Right, exactly.
I shop at both places. I don't really.
Oh, they're just much hotter girls at Target.
Are there?
Well,
I wouldn't have noticed.
No, Tyler's right. There's Target is the place to go if you want to find a good-looking woman.
It's a very Target-rich environment.
That's true, but you also got to check for that tuck now.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You got to do that at Walmart too, buddy.
You know what? They don't hide it that often at Walmart. It's all
normally,
out there.
Normally, you got to get them out of that little motorized cart they're riding around in Walmart.
I love
Alex.
You guys see this?
Oh dear.
I haven't seen any of his new stuff. No.
I don't need to see this. That's just.
You kind of do.
No, I really don't. Oh God. Okay.
Shoot, you might get your wish. It's not loading.
Oh darn.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, Carrie.
Oh wow.
I mean, domestic violence homes.
They're probably hungry, right? So they're down for a meal.
There you go.
Border Patrol agents are really good at picking up Mexican chicks.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
Oh, I thought you
They
said
got a
Border
whole manual
Patrol.
on
I
it,
thought
don't
you
they?
said Paw Patrol at first. Are Paw Patrol dogs in New Mexico?
Border
What's
Patrol.
going on? Border Patrol. I got you there.
Wow.
Border Patrol.
Yeah, that was well.
That would make sense. Yeah.
That's racist.
Always nice to have the
It's not racist if I
representation
say
make
it. I'm Mexican
That's
myself.
what I'm
You
saying.
know
It's
what?
always nice to have the
what you
representation.
love,
make
right?
the,
The-
racist jokes.
The brown face of white supremacy know me.
Hey, there are brown people who are white supremacists now. That's what the media is pushing. So
Apparently.
here I am.
Apparently, yeah. Like most of the ruling class of Mexico itself.
Mm.
Did you go to Taco Bell? Isn't that like a white person thing?
Actually, I applaud that. I love Taco Bell.
Well, you're a white person, so
Oh, okay.
Well, you kind of are, I guess.
are you not a white person?
But no, I am. I'm a white
Well,
guy. I mean, I just
okay.
These
I
days you
kind of
don't
said
know,
it in
though.
conjunction. I didn't really let you kind of finish, so it's probably.
I
why
don't think so. I think you just use skin lightener.
Yo, I'm a fucking white guy. Trust me.
Yeah. Hey,
We use too much of it.
but we know there are white there are white Hispanics, black Hispanics, there are brown Hispanics. It being Hispanic just means
It's a spectrum.
from Hispaniola. It has nothing to do with your actual skin color. But yeah,
Yeah.
so we're aware of that. But that's why it's funny.
Yeah. My brother and I mean, I don't know if you can tell because I'm pretty dark. I'm pretty whitewashed right now, but I got browner on that cruise.
Yeah.
My sister still remained white. My sister is white as snow.
Yeah, your sister's really white.
Yeah. And
I
my
embrace the
brother-
paste. I avoid sunlight.
Yeah, my brother and I are the darkest one in our family.
Fair
And
enough.
we convinced our sister that she was adopted because she doesn't look like us.
Oh, see,
Nice.
we used to say that about my sister because she was like super tan as a kid, and yeah, she's pretty brown. If she got tan, she would she'd think she was like Indian, Native American. You can't say Indian.
Daughter feather.
Yeah, so we
See,
used to.
that's what we used to say. Like, when you wanted clarification, is dots or feathers.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
We used to
Now
say
you
that.
can-
We picked her up on the Native American reservation.
It's funny because while I have genetic and like paperwork ties to the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota and the occupying tribe, the Oglala Lakota, I didn't grow up there. I didn't maintain any like tribal affiliations or anything like that. And
So
honestly,
what you're saying? So what?
hold on,
so
hold
what,
on, hold on.
Okay.
I look mostly white when I'm standing next to white people. I look mostly red when I'm standing next to red people. I'm kind of one of those people.
I think
My
you
mother
look like
used to
Santa
call me
Claus.
my mother used to call me an apple.
Oh, okay. The red on the outside, but white on the inside.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what you're saying is you're more Native American than Elizabeth.
I didn't even know that insult.
Warren
I'm
is.
gonna start using that.
Yeah, I've never heard that one. That's
You never
new.
heard that? It's like calling a Southeast Asian a banana, or somebody who's black an Oreo.
Hold on, let me write these down.
Oreo,
Hold on.
It's
called
one
that a
joke,
lot.
man. You just changed the food color.
Hold on, I'm writing it down. This is gold, man. This is gold. You gotta use it on the next stream I'm with Joker.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no, it's just it was just a thing that nobody took offense. I think apple might have been the only thing that I ever got called that got under my skin. I mean, my personal favorite was blanket ass. There's another one that begins with prairie and ends with a hard R that I'm not going to go into on this stream, but yeah.
What is that?
Nomi gets it. Nomi gets it.
And over my head. Yeah.
Wow.
She gets full
I haven't
screened
Got
a
an
lot.
audience for that one.
I haven't seen her laugh like that since we had to explain to Shadow what the Dutch oven was.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I bet he tried it afterwards.
Well, that would imply he had
a girlfriend or a girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We all know that's not happening.
Hey, the kid, he spent some of his student loan money on it.
Well, he is in college, so
Yeah.
he's doing himself college things. For
Are you
getting a
saying he
girl.
Dutch ovened himself?
Oh Wow.
Sorry about the delayed laugh. I was thinking about it, and I just got this image of him doing that to himself.
Because the reason why you can imagine it, because he would probably do that.
Yes.
Yep.
He's like, you're right. It does smell under here.
Well,
Hammer, she's gonna do a tune death.
or he's got his Roman Legion helmet next to him that he
And his shield. Doesn't he have a
Right.
shield too?
he's gonna get a shield too.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose you could probably Dutch oven a phalanx.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Sure.
Still, I'm still a little bit stuck on blanket ass.
But
Yeah.
well, by the way, Carrie, I very much appreciate the Roger Rabbit reference. Yeah.
My
No,
friend
we-
left his bearded dragon upstairs. I'm gonna Dutch oven it. No, he did. It's a albino bearded dragon. His name's Helios, but he's gonna be breathing. It won't be helium. He'll be breathing tonight.
What, Larry? Like, that's a grandpa jokes. Grandpa Larry.
Yeah, you know what though? I gotta say, it's been a while since we all been on panel together. This feels good. It feels right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming.
Of
Yeah.
course.
No, I missed the shit out of this. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, isn't that a good thing? Who wants
Yes.
poop on him?
Yes. Now that we got the backlog on Monday now, Ryan. So
I know.
Hey, we're starting to build one up on Sundays too. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're only a
But-
week behind there though.
Feel free to hate the U.S. government for me because I do.
I
I
already do.
I do.
So,
Yeah.
So what
We're
is
already
the
there.
deal, Ryan?
Okay. So let's do long story short. So, I literally filled out the paperwork to quit my job on December 7th. It was filed on December 8th. It took them 2 months until February 6th to process it. And then I could actually withdraw one retirement savings account, and I did. And that one was easy because it was electronic and online. The second one, the one that I'm waiting on now, that has a very large amount of money in it, over a year's salary, you can only do on hard copy, and you have to mail it in. And I have been waiting for about 2 months now for them to give me this money. And it's like, I was supposed to move at the end of February.
Mm-hmm.
and have a vacation somewhere in there.
Yeah, have a vacation somewhere in there. And this has been dragged on this fucking long. And it's to the point, it's like, guys, I didn't get a part-time job because I was going to be moving. And it's like, we're well past that now. I'm supposed to be in Colorado already. And it's like, I'm waiting on you fuckers to like do something here. Like, and it's super fucking irritating because it's like, you know what? You can only get blood from a stone so much before it's like, you eventually start running out of money. And it's like, and it's to the point of like, I'm like, what in the fuck? Like, it's really super irritating. And I've never been one to have issues with money either. I've always been able to pay my bills, but I'm at the point where it's like, I'm really stingy, really getting stingy with shit. And it's like, okay, well, I don't technically need this, so I'm not going to pay this month. And it's like, it's fucking sad. And it's all on the U.S. Office of Personnel Management, which technically they have phone numbers, but it's like there's no guarantee that anybody's gonna know what the fuck's going on because it's the government, and it's a mess. It's a fucking mess. And so I literally check my bank account in the mail every day. I'm like, okay, well, maybe it got messed up. Maybe I'm gonna get a letter in the mail saying, hey, there was a problem. We need you to fill out this little section real quick. Send it back in. But it's like it's a nightmare because none of it's online. And so
good government works at the speed of smell.
Yeah.
Pay attention, those of you who think that government-run healthcare is a good answer.
As somebody who goes to the VA, no, it sucks. There are veterans who have waited months and months for life-saving procedures and that have died under the Obama administration because, and it wasn't until Trump got into office where he said, hey, we're going to do a special kind of like voucher program where you can actually a couple times a year go to a different provider outside the VA and the government will pay for it. So it's faster. And it's like, yeah, because the government is terrible at everything. They'll send your money to fucking Ukraine all day long. Like, well, Americans fucking starve and, eggs were fucking $7 a fucking, a carton.
I haven't bought eggs in 8 months.
Yeah, well, our eggs finally went down, and this
Whoa.
couple. I bought eggs like I don't know, a month and a half ago or something like that, and like it was like 60 eggs for like $12, and I was like, "Ugh!" And
Well, I don't have to buy
those.
eggs.
Well,
Well,
I like
I don't
eggs.
have it. Well, no. It's because
Well, you got the chickens. That's right.
Yes.
So no, I've been literally waiting for the U.S. government to give me.
Do you have Feige running around with some chickens?
Feige is locked away. Which, by the way, thanks for the reminder, Tyler.
Yeah, I missed that.
You good?
Okay, good.
Fucking punk ass Feige.
It's Chinese honey sausage. You like it, so just keep sucking.
Hey, Ryan's Ryan, not to put too big a damper on this rant of Ryan's here,
Oh, of
because
course,
I
of
think
course
I think he's got some pretty valid points here. But he's got something for old Kevin there.
Oh wow!
Stop!
Wow.
Kohai just sent me that. Thank you, Kohai.
Of course she did.
I don't think that's my actual tongue. I think that's Gene Simmons' tongue. Like, because his is.
I saw the picture.
No, I don't think that one's
No,
mine.
that's you.
Keep your
Is
eyes
it?
covered, Nomi.
Wow.
I haven't. No, I'm not gonna look. I'm gonna jump off this panel.
I okay, it's off the screen, but I do
It's
like
off.
how it's. I do appreciate how it's tickling his beard.
As in his tongue does.
Know me, it's off the screen.
Kohai says, nope, it's yours.
Did you see Midnight Horror's solution up there?
I did not. What is he saying?
It could work for you. I don't know.
Was
You got to use your assets. man.
Yeah.
oh
you
yeah,
could,
no,
you could
$20 is $20. Yeah.
take a page out of Shadow's book. Tyler, have you seen the $20 for $20 meme yet?
I saw it on a T-shirt.
No,
It's on a fucking T-shirt now.
Yeah,
No. No, not that. No, not that.
That would be Shadow, by the way.
Okay.
That'd be the
No,
guy who's
I haven't
banned
seen that
from
before.
Twitter.
Man, he gained some weight in that photo.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I can't say crap because I gained a lot of weight on
He's
that
also
cruise.
green.
Well, yeah. I mean, the very so this
Probably the
meme has
biggest
gone through
part right
several.
there.
Yeah, it's gone through several evolutions. The original one was this one.
Wow, that is hot right there.
Yeah. And then we get to this one. And then down to what you were seeing there. Although I do believe there's one other one in here that involves Johns who also have his face.
Oh no. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Let's see if I can find it.
AKA Twinkerbell. Yes.
That's not
Yep.
it. That's Cat's.
Yep.
That's Cat's
Cat's desk.
electronic setup. Yeah.
Yeah, that
I don't know.
fire hazard.
I might not have that one on here anymore. That's a shame. I've got it somewhere. Oh, wait. There it is. That's all Shadow.
Yeah. yes, it is.
So normally I like to show those when he's here because it upsets him.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, aka Twinkerbell. Jesus, that got around.
that is a good name.
The Twinkerbell thing really bothered him.
Oh yeah.
It's because it took off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I said one thing because I was just like, okay, I'm gonna shut the kid up, and the next thing I know, there's memes of him floating around freaking Twitter with that.
Mhm. Yeah, it got to the Legion of Memers. It got to the guys, and
Wow. Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got-
Release the McCracken did
Yep.
some stuff with it that was special.
released the McCracken, then Horny Alf, and then a couple other people. I mean, I shared it. Yeah, it got to the guys, and it went fucking ham.
Yeah. So to get us a little bit back on topic, which because I know Larry is sitting over there just like seething.
I'm not
Grandpa
seeing on anything. I told you I threw the program out the
Yeah.
damn window.
Grandpa Larry with his programs.
So, Nomi, very glad you're back with us. We did miss you very much.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
happy
no.
to be back. Yeah, what Ryan was saying earlier, I do miss this. I'm glad that we're all chatting and hanging out and sharing a couple of laughs with everybody.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think that was probably the worst part is that I wasn't able to hang out with you guys because I severely enjoy this. So
Yeah, I didn't anticipate May to be busy for me. and I think I'm slowing down now, but we'll have to see. But I'll be around for a couple of panels and stuff.
Well, you're always welcome on this channel.
Yeah, no.
Good to know. Okay, next Thursday. I should be available next Thursday. Or wow, I'm still so
Friday.
off. I'm available next Friday.
Yeah, we're on Fridays now. Thursday's not a thing for us anymore.
I'm still thrown off on life ever since I got back to the States. And then, like I said, I just came back from a 9-hour drive from Austin to Paso. My time's off.
Oh,
It's
fair
the
enough.
Dramamine.
Yeah, it's the Dramamine.
Well, I mean, Horny Alf just got back from vacation too, and he was somewhere on a beach also.
Oh no, Lou! I think
Yeah,
we
that's
I
right,
think we
Lou.
have perverted Lou. She is
We have
such a
infected
wholesome,
Lou.
wonderful woman, and now she's doing like her first cat, then Lou.
Cat's corrupted too.
Oh yeah,
Dang!
Oh yeah,
What have
cat's
y'all guys
corrupted.
done since I've been gone?
that's
Cat went-
almost it.
Cat went south.
You know what? I'm gonna try that.
I am
I
not.
swear to God, just to see if it works. Just
Hey.
to see if it works.
Ryan, it will work.
Hey, Ryan,
It
well,
will work.
And hey, take the game of money, dude. Just take the game of money. You're gonna get
You
It's
know what?
supposed to-
How depressed would you feel if you whored yourself out with your tongue and got nobody?
Oh, I would
She'll get an old
honestly,
woman.
I would actually I would actually believe that. It's the opposite direction. I don't believe. I don't think anybody would want to see that. I really
You need
don't.
to charge $50 for a 5-minute clip video, or maybe like a minute clip video of your tongue just doing. Don't do it, but doing whatever it is with your tongue.
Here's
La, 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 la.
Yeah,
Oh.
that.
So
You
the
know-
part that bothers me the
something?
most about this is that Lou Casley is the sweetest, nicest, most
He
wonderful, most wholesome woman. She-
Hey, you know what? In today's world,
Wait,
we're just clowns on the internet anyway. We're gonna get fucking trolled. There are gonna be people.
So
who,
what you're
you know-
saying is Lou is like Mags until you get to know
Yeah.
him.
apparently,
Until Ryan's tongue comes out, apparently.
yeah.
You know what's funny is that it wasn't until I came on the stream that this thing devolved severely.
There may be something to that.
It was
it-
headed that way.
Was it?
was
Okay.
headed that way.
Okay. I mean, it seems like every stream most streams I come on, they devolve fast.
Well, you're a pervert, so
Yeah,
Run
I'm
channel too.
There you go.
not gonna deny it.
So,
Look,
but,
we're all a little pervy. We all have a secret.
I don't know what
pervert.
you're talking about, Ryan.
Oh, I do. We're
I've
not gonna
heard
do.
you make jokes. Nomi.
I've heard you make jokes. The last stream we were on together, girlfriend.
She's covering her face now because she's
Yeah,
like, oh my gosh, they caught me. No,
How'd you pay for that trip to Las Vegas?
I actually did
Hey,
not
was it-
sell
wait-
any
wait a minute.
pictures.
Hey,
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, I don't believe
Yeah,
that.
and didn't you mention that on your second video, and then played it off? Oh, I'm just kidding, guys. I don't.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
didn't.
I don't sell feet pics.
I had.
I've seen you in Vegas, no man,
You have seen me in Vegas, but you didn't see my feet in Vegas.
and I was the sober one.
No, I mean, you know you have a sniffer.
Well, yeah,
account.
because you got to pay for the feet pics, man.
I do eyebrow threading, so I saved my money from threading
There you go.
eyebrows.
I don't even know what
That's
that is,
how-
but it sounds
That's
awful.
how I funded my trip to Vegas.
Okay.
Not feet
and
pictures.
feet pics.
No.
Okay.
We got receipts.
But I am coming
got
close
receipts.
to selling feet pictures because I'm on that same boat with you, Ryan. The government sucks, and money
Mm-hmm.
is a well-needed thing in my life. Not because I love the vanity, it's because your girls got bills
Yeah,
to pay.
yeah. And you know what? The ironic thing is that if you owe the government money, they will be beating on your door
Oh,
within
yeah.
days. But if
Yeah.
they owe you money, they're like, we got to check with Steve, and then Steve's supervisor's got to double check it, and then we got to send it over here to get double checked. Then we got to send it to the Treasury to double check that before they cut the check. And it's like, what?
Well,
Oh,
I
wait a
mean-
minute. You owe us 53 cents from
That's
1976, and it's like I wasn't
Yes.
even born yet.
Yeah, that's because
Well,
they're
it says here you
interested in
do.
paying their debts, but they're certainly interested in stealing from you.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that taxation is theft.
I
Oh,
had
yes.
a book from a library in a town that I hadn't lived in 25 years. I forgot that it was in my possession, right? I went back to that town, and I was there for a little while, and I decided I was going to go get a library card because I do read. So I go down to the library card, and they pulled up that I had this book for 25 years, and with the accrued late fees, it was something in the range of like $3,000. They're like, either that or you could just pay for the book. And I was like, or I could just not come back here. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, that would have been my answer.
Yeah.
That would have been my answer. Is you guys can.
Where
fuck
could
off.
I buy something that I wanted to read?
Yeah, I was
Hmm.
like, why would I pay you for it now? You know, like it's been in my possession for 2
that-
decades
that-
and change.
That's how the government works too. Like if they figure out that you owe them, like, I don't know, say hypothetically $50, right?
Mhm.
And they owe you, like, your tax return, that'll delay your tax return easily by like a week, because
Yeah.
it's like,
Well,
because
they'll
then
just take it out and
they have
reduce
to
the
they have to deduct, they have to double check that, then deduct that, then they have to double check again to make sure you don't owe anything else, because it's like you already owed them something. So it
Mhm.
takes even longer, and they are nothing but a waste of fucking money.
Yeah,
These
and
are-
you know what the cover price of that book was?
Who's-
$5.99
Yeah,
US.
I was gonna
Oh,
say like
Jesus.
$5.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even remember what the book was. I don't think I even have it anymore. But yeah, it was a, so
They
yeah,
are good at spending money.
they're good at keeping records of how much you owe them too. That was kind of the point of that story. It was like this 20, almost a quarter of a century later, and they still remembered something that happened when I was a teenager.
Yep. It's absolutely nonsensical, and it's nothing but bean counting. These people have no lives, and of course, with the talk of government shutdown too. So like these employees, and I feel bad for the employees because I used to be an employee. They make you do the job of 2 or 3 people. And if you don't do that, like if you're subpar at your job, then because you're trying to do the work of like 2 or 3 people, they're on your case like this, and it's just nonsensical. And so, yeah, I don't hate the people that work for them, but
Seemingly, if you're really bad at your job, then you just stay there
You-
for your
you
entire
become
career.
you become a supervisor. That's usually how it works.
Exactly. You become middle manager.
I swear to God, if you could not do your job, they would ask you to be a supervisor, because then you could sit behind a desk and not have to do that. So they would expect you to tell the people who know how to do the job how to do the job, which was even more retarded.
Mhm.
Yeah. So the government is not your friend. Don't this whole socialized medicine crap. Oh, Medicare, Medicaid for all. Blah, blah, blah. It's like universal basic income. Fuck that. You will starve. I'll tell you,
Yep.
you will starve to death.
It's going to get rough in the coming months, folks, and only
Yep.
rougher after that. So just be
Yep.
aware and be prepared, and do everything that you can to make sure that
Get your feet pics ready, everybody.
well, I mean, at that point, cameras really won't work so well. So I guess feet cave drawings.
Yeah.
I forgot my little
Get your
disposal.
feet postcards ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, something to that effect.
Yeah. It's a clown world there, folks. We may have the best country in the world, but our government is still just as trash as the rest of them.
Hey, you know what? Being the number one retard still makes you a retard.
Yeah,
Just saying.
Yeah.
1,000%. Because there's talks about a fucking if they don't raise the debt ceiling, that they're going to stalemate. And then of course you have all these government employees who are supposed to be working on everybody's shit. People who are on Social Security, people who are on Medicaid, Medicare, all this kind of crap. Like those things get stopped in the process because they send all the employees who do that home, but yet your politicians still get paid. Go figure that.
Of course, they're gonna get their money.
They're going to get
That's
their
it.
money.
It's that they need it with all the other money that they're getting that they're not supposed to be getting.
Yeah. But the standard employees, like if they have to go home for a week, they don't get paid for that week.
Or they
Which
make
is-
them work, and then they back pay them.
Sometimes that happens, yes. But rarely does that happen.
Yeah, when I was working for the government, it was actually in my contract. They were like, yeah,
like you're
you
talking
have to
about
work.
military personnel not being paid. Like military
Oh, yeah.
personnel on active duty who have no choice, that if you're like, well, I'm not going to work,
Yeah.
that's not an option.
no,
why
it's
did my-
not.
Why did my computer turn the screen off? That was weird.
That happened last time too, buddy.
I know it did happen. It's like it not plugged in. No, it's plugged in. Anyway, yeah, no, like the soldiers and stuff like that will still be working, but no, they'll have to be back paid because nobody will be doing their payroll. That's fucking retarded. And it's quite frankly awful. You're treating our soldiers like shit. They treat soldiers and veterans like shit all the time. The government is more worried about illegals at the border than they are about veterans and our military personnel on active duty.
Well, you saw what they did. What was it? A week or two ago, where some homeless vets got kicked out by some hotels because they were bringing in illegal immigrants.
Yep.
Oh, fuck that, dude. That's
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was in New York.
New York City.
Yeah, it was in New York.
It was a couple of high-end hotels. Somebody with a vet that had a foundation actually swooped in and got them and put them in other hotels like nearby. So
very good.
Was that?
Yeah, no, I heard about moving them into hotels. I didn't know they kicked vets out to do that.
Oh yeah. And there were people who had like reservations of hotels, and they got there and found out that their reservations had been canceled because they had to take in all those illegal immigrants.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
We're not supposed to call them illegals. We're supposed to call them dreamers. They got a dream.
They're illegal dreamers.
Yeah. No, they're just illegal. Like illegal is illegal. Yeah, I feel bad for anybody that lives in California.
I think Lou lives in California. It's
Yep, Lou lives in
she's
California.
fully aware of what a shithole it is.
Lou, do what I did. Leave.
Yeah.
Get out of
I
there.
did too.
Yeah, one of these days we're gonna have to have Lou on for another discussion. I've been on a panel with her before where she's talked about this in fair amount of detail, and she's done it on her own channel as well. But she, young people out there, you need to listen to what that woman says because she came from what you're voting for.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Where did she?
I know plenty of
Venezuela.
people I served with.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah. So
There are people
I think
served
she's
with that were from Venezuela, and I heard the same thing for them.
Yeah, I had a nurse at the VA, older gentleman. He was probably in his late 50s, and he was from Venezuela. And yeah, him and I were talking and stuff and like that, and he started telling me, that about how he's and all the stuff that he's like, I don't understand the younger generation. He's like, how they can vote for this. He's like, I lived through all of this, that kind of stuff, and he's like, I came here to escape that.
Right. There was a gal. There was a gal I knew lived in Brazil most of her life, and came here. She's opened her own business now. Married, 2 kids, and she said, "Y'all don't know how good did you have it."
No, that's the 1,000% true. They don't know how good they have it. And
I had an Uber driver in Key West, which is like 90 miles from Cuba, and he was from Cuba, and he was like just ranting the whole time about how much better it is just 90 miles away from where he came from. Yeah,
that's why they're starting to lose Miami, because all the Cubans, guess what? They're not down with the socialism, people. For some reason, I don't understand. The white people seem to like it. I don't know.
That's because the white people don't remember that Shea would have put them against the wall too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
True
just
story.
the gay ones.
Not just the gay ones. He went after a lot of different people. He just really hated the gay ones.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he did. He murdered.
But he looks good on his shirt.
Political opponents. I mean, the guy's got a profile. You have to admit that he was a handsome dude for a mass murderer.
I mean, it's not like Ryan's tongue, but it's still okay.
No.
Naomi, that joke's never going anywhere now, right?
Never.
No.
I didn't stick. I didn't do it.
Hey, you better pray.
No,
that
but you're
Kohai doesn't
teasing
make
it,
a
and I
meme.
don't like that.
You better pray that Kohai doesn't make a meme about your feet.
What?
Right.
Yeah, Kohai.
Oh,
I hope she doesn't make a meme about your feet.
a mix.
See, Larry, why would you even say that out loud?
Wait, a mix.
Kohai's
A mix
watching?
of feet
This is
and
Kohai.
tongue.
Hey,
Feet
this
and
is
tongue.
Kohai we're
Stop,
talking about.
Joker! I'm
No.
about to get up and-
No. That's too far, guys. That's too far.
I don't think Ryan's
No.
I didn't even think of
That takes a
that.
lot of
I didn't even
No.
think about that.
You
I
guys, that's not. No.
Ryan,
Let's
stop it.
No. Let's
Wash
not
your
do
feet
that.
first, you'll be fine.
No. Let's not do that.
Larry, if that happens, it's your fault.
This is Kohai we're talking about. When has she ever needed a prompt?
She usually doesn't
She's
go out of her
probably
way to
working
do
on it
stuff
as we
like that.
speak. I'm telling you right now, if that woman ever gets a photo of your toes, Nomi, it's over. You better. She's probably scouring the internet.
I will
looking for
say this. I will say this, Nomi. Like everybody else on the internet, get used to being memed because it's gonna happen
I
whether you want it to
know.
or not.
I know.
Okay. Look at the
Oh
chat.
wow! Oh wow! Okay.
Hey,
Wow.
Look,
Thank you so much,
Don't
Kohai.
believe that.
Thank
the
you.
lady,
Don't
the
believe
ladies,
that.
the ladies
No.
are sticking together. I'm okay with that on that
Thank,
front.
thank you,
Okay.
Kohai. I love that.
yeah, she's a woman of her word. If she says she won't do something, she won't do something.
She won't do it,
Okay.
right?
No.
Well, she'll just roast the hell out of you guys. That's
If
it.
she doesn't give you any promises, though, all bets are off.
Yeah.
Well,
like I said.
I mean, I'm still waiting for. I'm waiting for the tongue and the blue the raspberry meme to come out soon.
We haven't shown that in some time, have we?
No.
Have
we
we?
have not.
All right. Well, just for old time's sake, here's a little bit of blue raspberry.
I see Kohai's comment. I'm too busy making memes of anal rail guns.
Oh,
no! Oh no!
That story. Okay, I have told that story so many times at my bar. It gets the same response every time. People are just the look of horror.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Lou says the sisterhood is good in this space. That's fairly true. Women do tend to stick up for each other here, and I got no issue with that.
Represent.
Oh, damn.
But she also laughed at the anal railguns thing. So
Well, I was surprised that Kohai made the meme of my tongue and Nomi's like face, like us, like that close. I was like, wow. I didn't think that she was gonna make that one, and she did.
And then you still showed it to me.
Okay, I showed it like once or twice. I think that was it. I haven't showed it. It's one of those things like maybe once in a while.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know.
Well, I don't actually think I have it anymore, to be honest. I think I might have deleted it.
Pedals Goop anal sex toy as a Father's Day gift. What the
Wait,
hell
what?
is this broad thing? Oh crap! I'm not muted.
No, you're not. What are you looking at? He's muted now.
Goop anal.
Well, now
that sounds like Gwyneth Paltrow's nonsense.
Yes, it does.
But that Kohai says she still has that meme.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have it anymore. I think I
Why would you buy anything that's brand name was Goop?
Goop
anal
sex.
It gets grease off your hands.
Fuck.
Yeah, apparently she thinks that us men need to take it up the rear end.
Well, she does get like air blasted. She gets something blasted in her butthole.
Ozone therapy in her.
Yeah, ozone therapy. Yeah, she does. Yeah, she does
So
ozone therapy.
Which means she pegs her husband.
Yeah,
probably.
Well, if that's him, I believe it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I buy that.
Yeah, he looks like he gets paid.
I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, Nomi, one of the things that you missed while you were on vacation, we had a fun discussion a couple weeks ago on Saturday, where the whole anal railgun thing came from basically somebody went in to get an MRI with a butt plug that they thought was 100% silicone. As it turns out, it had a metal core.
Oh wait, I've seen this article.
And it shot up through their internal organs.
Oh Jesus!
It was in their chest cavity.
Dude survived and is now suing the hospital. But of course,
wait, why is he suing the hospital?
Oh no, I don't think is he suing the. I thought he was.
No, that's right. He's suing the company that made the thing that claimed that it was 100% silicone because it wasn't. Because you know what? You know how a railgun works. It's basically a series of magnets that propel it at ever greater speeds.
Oh yeah.
It's what happens when you stick a piece of metal shaped like a bullet inside a giant magnet.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was shaped.
Oh God. That is just that's scary.
This man survived.
Yes.
Yeah, he did. He did.
lived.
But
he was tasting that. He was tasting that metal and some other stuff. But yeah, he lived.
And he moved. Then he moved to Las Vegas and started working at a bar.
I would say maybe just don't wear a butt plug to get an MRI at all.
And that's what's left of that metal piece.
Jason Todd got off easy.
I don't understand the trend of, and they say it's more common than you would realize, people wearing butt plugs in public. I don't understand that.
Oh yeah.
Why would you feel the need to wear that in public? That's not like a public kind of thing.
Because, and this is something when I lived in SoCal, I lived in the San Fernando Valley for some time, which is the mecca of the porn industry, and it's more of a necessity than it is a fashion thing because of so many certain sexual acts that they need it in there because the muscles are so stretched that they don't hold stuff in any longer.
Oh wow.
Oh, you're talking about like severe prolapse.
Yeah.
Yeah, once it prolapses,
So
I don't understand. I don't. Why would you wear that to an MRI?
So this is the image that the MRI
Don't tell me how to live my life, Ryan.
came up with, and you can clearly see. you can clearly see the butt plug inside this dude's chest cavity.
Dude, and it's in there. Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's up by his fucking lungs
down here.
I mean, it's deep in there, dude.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
It looks like he had a rail gun put in.
That's why we said anal rail gun. Yeah, because
it looks
same
like
principle.
Oh god, that is just.
It looks like that thing is shaped like a bunker buster bomb you would drop.
Right.
It busted his bunker. I'll tell you what.
It busted something. Shit.
The bomb the planes would drop in World War II.
Well, I have a feeling he'd be dead if he wasn't already at a hospital. Sorry, Samuel. Go ahead.
No. Here's the thing about that. Like, I've seen MRIs eat hospital beds. Like the magnetic resonance imager. I have seen this happen. They are one of the most powerful magnets that we can create. They're insanely powerful. I mean, there are certain places, certain scientific places where they have things that are more powerful. You know, like say particle accelerators or that sort of thing.
Right.
This is as close as you can get to, you know, the civilian world. Anything remotely metallic and you know, obviously it's got to be a ferrous metal. There are certain metals that are just not magnetic, but you know, anything remotely ferrous will be pulled into the thing at the speed of light. You don't want any kind of fucking jewelry in anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, don't go to get one of those with a PA in. Just saying. it'll rip right out. You don't want anything that's you know, like your cell phones have metal parts in them. You know, rings, jewelry, any of that kind of thing. Your fucking fillings,
any gold teeth.
Yeah.
Body, any piercings.
Yeah, you know, just you don't want to have any. You don't even want your keys in your pocket.
No.
What about those microchips that Elon wants to put in?
Oh yeah, that'll probably rip those right out of your head.
Well, you know, they're already getting ready to start the
human trials
testing.
Well, I was gonna save that topic for tomorrow, but we can cover it now if you want.
Oh god.
Well, if it's content for tomorrow, then you have at it.
You know, I mean, we can bring up again. I mean, it's mostly going to be the same people. So, yeah, they got approved by the FDA the other day for human trials. Neuralink did.
Yep.
Nope.
Which is to say, we are the Borg.
Yeah.
Your biological and technological distinctiveness will adapt to service us.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of having something connected to my brain where it could possibly override it.
I don't think anything's been connected to your brain for a while, Ryan. You're good.
I was just to say.
Good point.
Yeah,
it's a good point. Yeah, I don't know.
Nope.
That's really iffy territory.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
That's a nope. That's just a big nope.
So
yeah.
And I think
hard no.
We'll probably
hard no.
a little bit more in depth tomorrow. But yeah, that's a thing that happened this week, and I am pretty fucking unhappy with it. And there have been a number of things lately with Mr. Musk that have made me pretty unhappy. I like the guy. I think he's funny. I think for the most part, he thinks he's genuinely trying to do the best for the human race. But I think that he's got some of his fucking priorities skewed, and some of the company he keeps is suspect.
Oh yeah,
like AH.
Mm-hmm.
Who, by the way, is in process of getting ran out of Spain, from what I read.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
you know, if she needs a bed to shit in, just let me know.
You know, it's funny. She got photographed right after she moved out there shitting in the street.
taking a shit. Yep.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah,
On the
she did.
street. Yep. Tom Connor showed that.
Like
Tom
a
showed
corner
that.
street too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
What's wrong with this lady?
She was
A lot.
going. She was walking home with her friends from the night at the bar or some shit, and just decided that she was gonna squat by a lamppost and do her dookie. And her friends just stood there and were chatting with her while she was doing it. You know, and apparently her entire gated community neighborhood wants her the fuck gone because she's a terrible neighbor.
I can imagine.
Well, if she's shitting by lampposts, I have a feeling that she probably does it in her own neighborhood. What the fuck? Why?
She's on a mission to fertilize the world.
Sounds like she belongs in San Francisco. She should move there.
Yeah.
Then she can do it freely and nobody
Maybe
cares.
she figures that she can grow a healthier, more natural form of vegetables for us.
On concrete? On concrete?
This age we're talking about. It doesn't have to
Well,
make sense.
They did try that in Chaz, remember? And the Portland or whatever. They they tried to like grow crops on put down like cardboard and like that much fucking soil, and they're like, we're gonna grow crops. It's like, you fucking retards.
There's a thing called roots that are kind of important.
Well, that's okay. Hey, look, you're asking them to use like some cognitive thinking, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I found so ironic that they hated that we have borders that are protected with guns, but they protected their borders with guns
and barriers, kind of like a wall.
Yes.
Weird,
kind of like a wall.
I ain't against them protecting themselves with guns and walls. I just think everybody else should be able to too.
Yeah, well, that's not what they believe in until all of a sudden it comes knocking at their door, and they're like, "Oh, we need barriers to keep the police out because we're."
Well, you know how this is going to end up. We end up going Venezuela's route or Cuba's route, or and to be honest, Cuba is doing better these days. But like Soviet Russia's route, and any of that. Oh, here's an even more contemporary example: Romania. All right, after communism fell, is still the bombed out fucking war zone it was after Ceausescu was taken out. And it's still corrupt as shit. It's still fucking awful there. Like it sucks because that country has a long and very rich history. But so we end up going that route. These guys, like I have said before, are going to find out very soon that the phrase "eat the rich" is not a euphemism.
No,
because people will be starving and they're going to come for the people who have the most.
Yeah. You should watch any documentary about Romania, like whether it's about Vlad the Impaler or anything like that. You go to that country, it looks like it's literally stuck in probably 1978 Soviet Union, and it's like permanently like that.
Yeah, it's just Ceausescu kept a certain aesthetic while he was stomping on people's fucking necks with his commie boot heels, and then when they finally ousted the guy, everybody was so used to the way he ran things that while it's ostensibly a democracy now, and while it's ostensibly capitalist, it still runs on bribes.
Yeah,
right.
And the black market is the only market.
Yep.
But Castle Braun is still beautiful.
Look, there's a lot of parts of that country that are still.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's a beautiful country. Did you know? There was a movie, a Civil War movie.
There's no commercial development, by the way.
Yeah. But there's
not.
Civil War movie called Cold Mountain a few years ago. It wasn't bad and all that, but where they filmed it was in Romania, because Romania a lot of the countryside looks today what they say that a lot of certain parts of the U.S. did during the Civil War, like say Virginia or that sort of thing. And just beautiful landscapes and mountainsides and like I said, they've got a rich history of a lot of stuff happening there. The people are very, very ethnically mixed because of all the conquerings and the reconquerings and the wars and all that stuff. I mean, at one point they were under Turkish rule,
right?
Right.
And then Vlad decided to decorate his lawn.
Well, they were more of a vassal state when his father was in charge, Vlad II. He effectively sold Vlad III, who is Tsepish, which means the Impaler, or later was known as Dracula, which is a title, by the way. That's not actually
Right.
his name, and it's a hereditary title at that. But
Son of the Dragon.
yes, because his father was ordered or was given the
Dracul.
order of the dragon by the papacy at the time, which was an
Correct.
offshoot of the Templars.
Correct.
Funny story, in Romanian, Dracul means both dragon and devil.
Nice.
So
I did not know that.
yes.
I didn't know that.
Well, because in the Bible, in the Bible, in the book of Revelation, the Satan is referred to as a dragon.
Yeah, and it probably stems from that. I mean, but the so the order of the dragon, and then the A suffix at the end of that means son of, kind of like like Mick in Scotland, kind of thing. So Dracula, son of the dragon or son of the devil. Anyway, so he at 12 was effectively sold to the caliphate, along with his younger brother Radu, who became a part of the harem of Mehmed II, where he remained to the end of his days because apparently he liked it.
Yeah.
Vlad, on the other hand, was not so happy about that. So by the time he got back, he took over and all that. Meanwhile, while they were over there being pampered and treated like, honored hostages, because that's what they were. The whole point of them being over there was so that the caliphate did not crush Romania, or in this case, Wallachia, which was because the states that exist in Romania now were actually separate kingdoms at the time, or princedoms rather. His cousin, John Hunyadi of Hungary, was waging war against his father and his older brother Mircea, who he then defeated in battle and did horrible things to. His brother Mircea II, who's named after his grandfather, was buried alive, but not before he was castrated with a red hot poker. Like, they burned his junk off, they cut his hands and his feet off, they cut his tongue out, and they put his eyes out, and then they buried him alive.
Super.
Yeah. So when he,
sounds very pleasant.
Yeah. Well, that's how you make a statement. Anyway, so like the atrocities that Vlad commits throughout the course of his life, 9 times out of 10 were committed against enemies of the state and of the people. He did not attack his people who did not deserve it. Your average peasants, people who worked. He usually went after beggars because he saw them as a drain on society. But he also went after all the politicians, lured them all to a barn one day, locked them in, and burned it to the fucking ground. No more corruption.
And then what was it? Didn't he? Wasn't there a Turkish messenger that came to him, and he was the messenger?
Several, actually, yeah.
Where they were ordered to remove their headpiece, and they said they can't. So Vlad took a spike and drove it right.
Sort of. Yes. Okay. So there was a party of Turkish ambassadorial dignitaries who showed up on behalf of Mehmed. And they were ordered in his presence to remove their turbans, and they refused to do so because it is of their culture that they not do so in the presence of people who weren't family, that kind of thing. And so he ordered that their turbans be nailed to their skulls with very short nails so that it did not kill them.
Ah, gotcha.
And the kicker of that story is, if you know Vlad's backstory, you know that he knew damn well that they would not remove their turbans. He knows their culture. He grew up in it. So he was setting them up, as a message.
Right.
No, very smart man, very ruthless, and is seen as a hero. In Romania, a folk hero of their people.
Yeah,
they do not see him as the monster that the rest of the world sees him as. And considering that he was a contemporary of Ivan the Terrible in Russia, who was arguably worse, because he was insane. I could kind of see that. And sorry to go off on a bit of a rant here. I actually know quite a bit about this man.
Right, Ivan was terrible.
Not Ivan. Vlad.
I'm saying, but Ivan was terrible too.
Yeah, he was. I don't know quite as much about him, but
and the impaling process, it was the anal railgun, but a much slower process.
Well, usually they just stuck it a little bit in the ass and let you slide your way down the
gravity.
Just like you going to Ryan.
Usually took about 2 or 3 days, depending on whether or not you died of dehydration first.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't need that, Larry. Thanks, buddy.
Hey, he's the one. Hey, Kohai is the one that showed everybody.
Well, you can't blame her fully, because she's not the one that continues to play it.
True, but she enjoys it.
It makes it sound even worse, but she enjoys it.
Yes. Long story short, though, communism came to Romania and it sucks now.
Right.
Even though
So-
it's technically not communist anymore. So
Speaking of sucks, Larry, you got kids and you're black. Have you seen The Little Mermaid?
I thought all of you had seen it.
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Wow.
Did you see Cleopatra?
Oh,
I haven't
that's
seen
great.
Cleopatra yet. No, I heard it's
Did you hear?
severely.
Did you hear about the group of people that are calling Egyptians that don't like the movie? They're calling them racist.
Yeah. Yep.
What's
Nomi's checking her 24-hour
No.
protection there.
No, I was just stretching and then just
And-
Uh-huh.
see-
I know that. I know the side sniff.
No, I really
I do it too.
I took a shower and
2 days
put
ago.
on today, Larry, shut up. And then I did deodorant and then I went to a high school graduation. So I
I
know
know.
I'm smelling good.
I
I'm
know
just
the side
stretching.
sniff.
It's not a side. Yeah, side sniff is a real thing, but I definitely did not do it. I'm just stretching. Get off
so,
Saw
my
you inhaling.
case.
yeah, sorry to bore you guys with the impromptu history lesson. I
Oh
tend to
no, I
wax
love
long
that kind of
about
shit,
that
but-
subject.
No, that's have you oh god, who Rasputin? Have you heard like some of the crazy stories about that guy?
Yup.
Dude,
I think
man.
I think he single-handedly got the Romanovs killed.
No, he did.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
And how like he evaded death like 4 times.
Yeah.
It was.
You know,
I think it was actually 6 or 7
It
times.
was
yeah.
multiple times. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
just, like,
they shot him, they stabbed him, they drowned him, they hanged him, they
threw him in
castrated
a
him.
river and all
Yeah,
that.
it's they tried to freeze him to death. Eventually he did. Oh, they poisoned him. Eventually they did manage to succeed, but I think it was just because his body finally just gave out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
think
you
so.
would think after the second thing they tried that they would kind of stop and think, maybe there's something
Josh.
with what this guy is saying because we trying to kill this dude. He's not dying.
Exactly. Yeah.
Good
Maybe
job.
there's something about this guy.
But there's a story about how
They never
so
tried to impale him though.
the up and coming czar was a boy named Nicholas II, and he was a hemophiliac, which is a problem that occurs in inbred royal families pretty frequently.
It's all relative.
Yeah, but like with hemophilia, like a paper cut, you could bleed to death because he doesn't
And
clot.
that's why they
right?
brought him in.
And so they
Right.
brought him in because he claimed he could cure it, and he was a mystic. And of course, all the medical professionals and the priests and shit weren't doing the job because it's incurable. And the story goes is that he somehow did cure Nicholas of his hemophilia.
Well,
Which
they were
still-
giving him something, like the people who were in charge of his health were giving him something
Mhm.
that were causing him to bleed. So he stopped doing that, and that was like the main reason why.
Yeah,
Something
yeah,
like
but
the equivalent of like aspirin or something like that.
I think it probably some kind of blood thinner from 130, 40 years ago, something like that. But it was, and so yeah, I could see that being a possibility as well. But if he did in fact have hemophilia, like the fact is even today that's not curable,
Right.
because it's a congenital disorder, generally speaking, and usually people who have it die.
hmm
That kind of thing. So that was why he came in and he wowed them with that, and that's how he got in good with the Romanovs in the first place. But I think he was also double dealing with the Bolsheviks who were coming up behind him. I don't think he was the one who who let them in the first place, but because it was the Bolsheviks who tried to kill him and then eventually succeeded.
hmm
Mhm.
So I don't know. Maybe he just was playing all sides and pissing everybody off.
Isn't his penis also in a museum?
Yeah, because they
Yeah,
cut
I
it
heard
off of him.
something about that.
Yeah, they cut it off of him, and apparently he had a giant hog.
Well,
had
he
a-
was also a notorious whore too. So
Yeah, he had a. I can't remember. It was something like 13-inch dick or something like that. But yeah, they cut it off, and it's in a museum.
yeah, and
It's
he
it's in a solution.
he liked to play with boys and girls.
Mhm.
Why'd you point to Nomi?
Because she's got this look on her face.
Yeah, she has this look of like, holy shit. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, they cut off Rasputin's
How did they
dick.
preserve
And
it though? I mean, you would think.
That's actually my question. Like,
well,
Probably a pickled dick now.
yeah, it's pickled. It's definitely in a solution. It's been in there for fucking centuries. But
you either gotta freeze it or pickle it. One of the two.
Yeah, he's his dick is in a jar, and they I guess they kept it because he was an anomaly, like 13 inches long.
Somebody ought to put like a white wig and some googly eyes on it so we could call it Pickled Dick.
I already called him Pickled Dick.
Shake the jar every once in a while so the eyes go.
I am Pickled Dick.
Reminds me of kind of reminds
Now
me of
Timothy, for I am Pickled Dick.
kind of reminds me of fucking the president's heads in a jar from Futurama a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway,
I am not a crook.
yeah, fucking
Nixon.
Thank you, Nixon. Yeah, Nixon's fucking head in a jar. Anyway.
Yeah. Welcome to History with Samuel.
Yeah, talking about ancient dicks.
I
don't know why.
Or Eastern Europe area is a crazy place, man.
Gay.
It is a lot of there was a cult around the turn of the 19th century in Russia. They didn't last long, and here's why: because they believed that any kind of physical pleasure was a sin, and so they would castrate all the males and sew all the women up.
Jesus.
Why would you start a cult where you couldn't have sex?
And they wondered why they couldn't find new recruits, and obviously they didn't breed any new recruits.
That's part of starting a cult to get all the girls.
Yeah, no, they all died out.
You know why?
That's why. Yeah, that's why. That's.
You know why I'm not flinching about? You know why I'm not flinching when you said that? Because what are they doing right now in hospital? The kids.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, no, they're sterilizing on a mass scale, but the difference being is that this cult kept it in the cult. They weren't trying to convince everybody else to do it too, except insofar as they were trying.
And that was happening right now. Well, yeah.
China has an ancient history of castration too, turning people into eunuchs. So,
I mean,
so does Rome.
Yeah,
and Tyler's right. This is why you join a cult, to get the chicks. That's why Anton LaVey created the Church of Satan. Because he was an ugly guy and he got laid constantly then.
Yeah. Well, it's
good for him.
Yeah. So, but it just seems like a silly cult to me because, obviously nobody's going to be rushing to join that. Number one. And number two, you're not making new little cultists.
No.
Because you can't breed. Yeah. It's just.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if it's like a doomsday cult, then. I mean,
they were an offshoot, I think, of the Eastern Orthodox Russian church.
That was the one in John Wick, right?
Something like that. Yeah. No, they're the ones that claim that they're still the only ones practicing true Christianity, and they all look like Muslims. They carry themselves like Muslims. They dress like Muslims. Follow some very old practices from Leviticus, like not mixing fibers.
Wasn't that the church? Wasn't that church depicted in the Dracula film with Gary Oldman?
Yeah.
Is that the? Okay.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing: is the Eastern Orthodox is still around. They haven't gone anywhere.
Right.
Right. They're about half the size of the Catholic Church worldwide.
I'm just saying that the church where Jonathan and Demina got married is that sect of.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
These guys split off from the Holy Roman Catholic Church when Constantine was still around.
Gotcha.
So
which would make sense because that was where they was by Constantinople. So that makes sense.
So which prior to that was known as Byzantium and all of that, and so they took a lot of Eastern influence from there, and they split away from the Holy Roman Catholic Church when Constantinople split away from the Roman Empire and became the Ottoman Empire.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So to be fair, I mean, when this was this was a while back, but yeah, but they share similar roots.
Mm-hmm.
and all that. They just
Guys,
you
I
know.
got to bounce, but thanks for letting me stop in and shoot the shit for a little bit.
Tyler,
All right,
man,
Tyler.
it's been good. Pleasure to meet you in person, like I said. And everybody who's on panel now, by the way, chat, all of their links are now in the description. I did update that.
Oh, very cool. Appreciate that.
So go sub. Also, I subbed to you, Tyler.
Oh, okay.
While I was at it.
Yeah, I'll head over there and do the same.
Thanks.
So,
All right, guys. Have a
yeah.
good night.
All right,
Bye,
Tyler.
Tyler.
Thanks for coming on.
Bye.
Very cool. Very cool.
Nice guy. And
yeah.
severely undersubbed, guys. I mean, keep him a sub.
Well, I just said I did.
I'm talking to the chat, Sam.
Yeah. But yes, no, I do. As the chat knows, and as you guys all know, like I put everybody's links in the description so that we can be easily found if somebody wants to follow,
Yep.
you know, someone who's on panel that way. Nomi's was in there when I set this thing up because I knew she was going to be here tonight.
Yep.
And you gotta like jump in at some point, Nomi, and tell me to shut the fuck up if you want to say something, because I will keep going, especially if you let me talk about something I'm interested in, like you know, like heavily interested in, like I've been studying for my life.
You know,
Like
actually,
Dracula.
I'm actually I'm glad that you're still on, because I have so many questions about that cruise. Like, I don't even know what cruise liner you went on, what type of amenities. I have so many questions.
So, Nomi, I have a question to ask.
Okay.
Did your cruise have the Tinder app for the cruise?
I don't think there was one. We went with Carnival, but I've heard rumors of that.
No,
We didn't.
that's a real thing. That
I
is
know,
a real thing.
Okay, so it is a real thing. Okay, then clearly I missed out.
So I learned this from a regular at my bar. If you go as a single passenger, no wife, no girlfriend, or nothing, you are invited to this mixer prior to leaving port, where you meet all the other singles, and you can download an app that is only good on the ship, and it is Tinder for your cruise.
All the single ladies, hey.
Okay, so here's the
Tinder
thing, my friend. We went to single mixers for my friend. He was determined to find someone, but the ratio of guys outnumbered the girls. It was wild.
Oh wow!
I believe that.
I went to go with him to support him because I'm a single person, and it was me and two other chicks.
Oh my god!
That's it.
Yeah, and there was maybe like 15 guys there.
I believe that.
Because I believe Carnival's a much more like family friendly cruise line. They're
yes, it is.
They're like
very PG.
Yeah, so
more than
that
50?
makes sense.
Yeah,
like a
Isn't it always the
It's the cruise.
Carnival cruises that something crazy, or is that Royal?
Royal.
It's Royal, right?
Carnival's had some issues too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues on this one besides me being sick. It was fun. They made it family friendly. Oh, I also won this necklace. I forgot to show. But yeah, I was walking past like the jewelry store that's on the ship, and they gave me a ticket. They're like, "Hey, come to girls' night. We're gonna have champagne and we're gonna be doing giveaways." Like, okay. So I showed up like a few hours later. They gave me a glass of champagne, and then they played this little game like, "Hey, like we've hidden 3 necklaces. They're in the cases. You're gonna have to find them and point out which necklaces it is that are free." I was like, okay. I literally looked at the case next to me. He's like, "Is it this one?" They're like, "Yeah, you won." So I won this little blue rhinestone necklace.
So was it just like girls, like only girls, or was it kind of like, you know, a ladies' night thing?
It was like a ladies' night kind of thing. Oh, I saw a proposal before I walked into that jewelry store. As I was walking up, I was like, "What's that guy doing?" Oh,
he's proposing.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So future husband, boyfriend, whoever, don't ever propose to a girl on a cruise. especially in front of a jewelry store.
No, you got to take him to Universal and do it right when the shark pops out of the water.
Wait a minute. Nomi, what's wrong with proposing on a cruise?
I don't know. I would like it to be either at a nice park or like a nice setup versus like, hey, we're going on this cruise. I'm going to propose to you in front of these random strangers. I kind of want more of like a quiet intimacy part versus, I want all the attention on us.
I would agree. I think it's tacky, kind of like the basketball game thing.
Yeah.
Well, that and if you're on a cruise and you propose, and if you're going to propose on that type of a environment, you better be damn confident she's going to say yes, because
yeah.
If she says no, that's a long trip.
Yeah, when I proposed to my ex-wife, it was in her truck on her break while she was working overnights. And I handed her the ring box and I was like, "Hey, what do you think?"
February 8th, be there.
Something like that. Yeah. Now, I mean, like it was a custom ring, but you know, it was
made out of granite.
No, it was made out of white gold, fucker.
It was made out of
Was it real?
Yes, it was real. It cost me $1,100 fucking dollars, which was a lot at the time for me.
White gold, just for the record, gentlemen. Awesome.
Yeah, it was white gold, and it had an onyx and a fire opal set into it.
Whoa, cute.
Yeah, I'm hoping that when my children get to a point where they're getting married, it'll get passed on. Yeah.
Oh, so you still have it?
No, she does. I never took it back. Seemed kind of tacky to take back a gift.
Because that would make you an Indian giver.
Yeah.
Well, yes, it would. It would make you an Indian giver. And just for that, when we meet at some point, I'm going to give you an Indian burn.
Yes.
Be prepared to lose some skin.
No, gosh, no, I don't want that. But yeah, the cruise is fun. But yeah, guys, don't propose to your girl on a cruise, because what Joker said, you have to be damn sure she's going to say yes. If not, that is going to be an awkward cabin share for the rest of that trip.
Now, question, is that going to be a part of Nomi's rules to cruises on Monday on your video? Rule number one, do not propose. Do not propose on a cruise in front of a jewelry store.
Yeah. Well, the group of friends that I went with, we were having dinner one night when I was feeling okay. And these friends of mine, they've been dating for 4 years. And at the dinner table, the guys was like, "Hey guys, like I kind of have something special to share with y'all." And I just put my hand on the table, like, "I swear to God, if you're going to propose to her right now, I am gonna lose it." Not because I'm mad that you guys are getting engaged, but that is the most tackiest thing, and she deserves more than this little fun, family-friendly cruise. Like, she deserves the world. He's like, "Oh, well, I didn't think about proposing to her, but I forgot what he was even saying." But it was not even like a proposal. But
was she there? At the table?
No, she was there.
Oh, wow. And she blasted him in front of it.
I did.
Jesus.
I did. Wow. We were all having dinner.
Talk about an anal rail gun. God.
I mean, like, any problem, and the bad thing is, he probably was going to propose, and then he's like,
"Oh, shit."
Well, I just saved his butt, because she also agreed with me. She's like, "If you were going to propose to me right now at a dinner table on this cruise, I would break up with you right now." I was like, "See, I would have saved him if he was going to do that."
I have to admit, if I, like when I proposed, there was no one else around except for me and my wife. I didn't want to put her on the spot in front of people like that.
I think that's the best way to do it. Mm-hmm. I really do. Not just because like, oh, you could be embarrassed, but no, I think it's supposed to be an intimate moment, and it just should be, I also kind of think too, like the people like, oh, we got to get it on videotape. Oh, we got to get all these photos, and it's like that feels kind of tacky. Also, it's like you got a photographer,
and plus you should also know who your know who you are proposing to.
Yeah.
I mean, my second wife was all about the spectacle. She wanted the proposal to
Did
be.
she make you wear the makeup?
Well, we were goths, so I did have.
So yes.
eyeliner, yeah. So, but she wanted it in public, in front of friends or whatever. So I know that my first was not in was like, don't do that, and don't do that in public. Don't you dare. So you have to know who you're who you're proposing to as well.
For all of the younger viewers out there, I know there aren't too many of you. Shadow, if you're listening, pay attention. While goth girls are a lot of fun, and by God, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
They're attention whores.
Yes.
I was gonna ask Joker. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. So was she a lot of fun?
Oh well, she started off that way.
She started off fun. She hooked she hooked you, and then she got the crazy.
Well, then no. What happened was we got married, and then she pulled the ripcord, and just you don't know what that means.
I guess
when
not.
you okay, so
in the situation,
she got comfortable because when we met, she was a lot more fit, and so she got comfortable, and all of a sudden, just and then got out of
out of shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that in any relationship, it's definitely both 100%. Like, you don't want to get all fat and tubby. Like, I mean, look, I understand people put on relationship weight.
Right.
You'd rather stay in and like order pizza and watch Netflix and crap instead of, but don't get, yeah. Well, when you're in a relationship, it's not really just that. That's kind of like what Friday nights usually are.
Thank you, Sam.
But yeah, don't fucking pudge out like it's going out of style. Like, put the cookies down.
Right.
Now I agree, because I did gain a lot of weight on this cruise because the buffet was pretty legit, and the sit down dinners that we did every night were a top notch better than the buffets. So I gained a lot of weight, and I have to take my butt to the gym tomorrow because I haven't been to the gym in the past 2-3 weeks.
I figured the seasickness would take care of that.
Right.
Oh no. I gained.
Yeah.
I ate because I was comfort. I am a fan of food.
Oh,
if it's if it's something delicious, I want it a second time. So every night was a different menu for the sit down restaurant. So I took advantage of whatever I can get for free.
And Sam, you are right. The goth girls are amazing.
Oh, I know. I was a goth too.
Yeah, and so yeah, and Sam and I share the love of the same band. So it's my favorite band, the Birthday Massacre, which is
I like them quite a bit. I do. They're not my favorite, but I do very much enjoy the music. I like that kind of dark synth, dark wave, like new wave, but with twisted shit underneath.
Yes,
kind of sound.
Yes,
yeah.
I have described them as if Marilyn Manson and Shirley Manson had a musical love child while watching every Tim Burton film and listening to a shit ton of Depeche Mode and The Cure.
I would say more of a Tears for Fears vibe, but sure.
Okay.
Like listening to the Tears for Fears rather than say The Cure.
Okay. But yeah, so yeah, I have 3 tattoos dedicated to that band.
Is one of them Chibi?
It's her autograph.
I'd be goddamned. For those who don't know, Chibi is the front woman of the band.
Did she sign that, her autograph there, and then you get a tattooed? Did you really? That's actually kind of cool. I will actually say that's pretty cool.
From what I hear, they're pretty cool for being.
They're very cool. And she is like this tall. She comes up.
Yeah, she's
a shorty. I gotta be
honest.
And
then at the same show, it was her previous band, the lead singer of Arch Enemy, her band, the Agonist.
Alyssa White Glues.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Same show.
Nice. She's okay. I think that she's a little overrated.
She's
as
a little
singer.
out there. She's a little out there. Her veganism is a little
Yeah, you know, I mean, I got
militant
into.
almost.
I only kind of came across Arch Enemy's music sort of incidentally on my
Okay.
journey through like black and
Scandinavian
symphonic metal. Yeah,
Right.
you know,
Which Nightwish.
I
Nightwish
am
is
a
amazing.
Simona Simmons is probably the
Simone
best singer on earth,
Epica.
in my opinion.
Mm.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, I know that Flor Jansen is technically more proficient, and I know that she is very, very good and very precise. But her singing is a little cold. It's not as emotionally evocative as Simona's is.
Maybe I guess.
And I've also heard them sing together several times.
Yes,
They're
yes.
like they're very
Oh, it's
complimentary.
amazing. Yeah, that what was it? Terra Nova. That song they did. Oh,
Also, I'm old school Nightwish fan. I'm a Tarja guy all the way.
Tarja's amazing.
So
And I even liked Annette too. So
I saw him play with Annette.
nice.
Yeah, I saw him in Denver, and you know, I don't care what anybody says. Anybody out there is a Nightwish fan, and I know that's like a limited audience. I've got people falling asleep on the panel with us talking about this, but
It does look like Nomi's falling asleep because she got her head.
I have to say this.
I'm eating soup, so I mean I'm good.
For as far as Nightwish goes, they have had 3 main singers. All 3 of them have their strengths and their weaknesses.
All Sopranos.
But I will say this: the 2 best albums that Nightwish ever did were with Annette. Period.
Imaginarium
and Dark Passion Play.
Yep.
You know, just putting that out there. The 2 best albums they ever did in their entire discography were with the one singer that nobody likes to remember.
Right.
So, and now that I got that out of my system,
yes.
Has anybody heard about this this wood milk thing?
Oh God, that's hilarious!
Yeah.
That is fucking hilarious.
You missed it. We
let
showed that last week.
We showed it last week.
It's a fake thing. It's not a. It's a fake drink, Ryan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're making
a
fun of
parody.
almond milk. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The fact
I was
that
about to say,
you
I
even
don't-
believed this is
No,
challenging.
well,
and
no,
you're out of focus.
Oh,
no,
God, that
it's
is-
I don't know what it is. I just saw an article.
It's
It's a total spoof.
fantastic.
It's a total spoof.
It's hilarious. It's a total like middle finger laugh at your face towards the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
woke
I see.
people. But yeah, it's a funny commercial.
I'm Aubrey Plaza. You know,
Sorry about that, Nomi.
No, it's okay. You can play it now.
Audrey Plaza.
Yeah.
Is she like a comedian?
You don't
She
know
was on
who
Parks and
Aubrey
Rec.
Plaza is?
No, I don't.
Yeah, she was on Parks and Rec. She's the
my
new
God.
mom in the newest
Oh.
version of the Child's Play movies.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I've never seen
she
Parks
was-
and Rec.
If you saw Scott Pilgrim versus
I've seen
Scott
that.
Pilgrim. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was the one that wore the glasses and hated Scott Pilgrim.
Oh, okay.
Did you ever watch Legion on FX?
No.
Yeah.
She was in
Okay,
Legion.
well, she was in that too. She played the Shadow King.
It also kind of reminds me a little bit of what Miller Lite did with that female fucking activist comedian talking about, you know, if there was no women, there would be beer. Okay,
Well-
so I think it's probably making kind of fun of that.
Well,
too.
yes. Well, that is kind of true because men need beer to tune y'all ladies out. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Plaza's interesting. She's a little out there, and some of that has to do with
she's
the
out
fact that
there.
she had a stroke when she was like 21.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
She
Yeah.
did?
That sucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but her friends thought she was just being weird because she acts like that sometimes, and so they didn't get her help immediately. So yeah, she's a little off, but she's recovered quite nicely, I think, considering she had a
Yeah,
stroke.
I would
Yeah.
never have guessed it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But yeah,
hey,
that makes sense because she is weird. She has such a weird personality. So I guess her friends would thought it was a bit like she's just, being her crazy silly self.
Mhm.
But yeah, that would happen to me. Like, oh no, she's just joking, and then like, oh shit, she's on the floor. No, she's not.
I'll be back.
Pretty much.
This one's for
Yeah.
you, Ryan.
But she's
Very
a great. I think
but
I
I'm
like her.
also the
Oops.
It's okay,
Yeah.
Larry.
We're gonna have to break this up though because we will get hit for it.
Mhm.
really?
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, we'll just watch it on your
Okay, yeah, I'll watch it. I have no idea what the hell it is, but that's kind of funny though that they're
They've
fun
got. I'll
idiots.
send you the link to it. They started an entire YouTube channel just for this.
Good for them.
Yeah, all the comments are locked though. But yeah, they put out like I think 2 videos. This was there's this one and there's
wow.
another one, and then there's a bunch of shorts that are cut up out of this. But yeah, the whole thing was making fun of like
Yeah.
the
I
vegan
heard
get
there
away
was a
from animal products
backlash.
shit.
I heard there was a backlash. Check this
Oh yeah.
out. Wood milk leaves sour taste for nonprofit claiming it breaks law.
Yeah, no, see, that's the article I saw, and I was
Except
wondering what the
it's
hell it was.
yeah, it's except it's not real, which they state in the commercial. Like there's a bit in it where there's just like, yeah, where we convert wood into a paste that's legal to sell. It's great. You should definitely check it out. We did show it last week, but yeah, it's one of those things you want to kind of be careful with
Okay.
And
showing live.
you missed the trivia we had. You were in it too. You were in it.
Yeah,
Nomi was in it.
I haven't had a chance to watch all the YouTube videos that I've missed. I've been trying to catch up on everything I've missed. So I'm at the point of like F&T last week. That's where I'm at. Like that's how far behind I am.
Yeah,
So,
I actually got through all of F&T today, which is the first time in months that I've actually listened to the whole thing. You know, I usually
Yeah.
I'm usually a little bit behind because I've got to stop and start it during work,
Yeah.
depending on things that are going on and all that sort of thing. And then by the time Royal Rumble usually starts, I'm usually about 3 hours behind on it anyway. And so I'll cut it off there and then go back to finish it later. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Today's one of the first days in a long time that I actually got through the whole thing in the same day.
yeah, no, I'm kind of usually the same way. I'll start it and then I'll stop because we have to.
See, I knew it, Nomi. I knew it.
What?
I was seriously thinking about talking to my wife about going on a cruise because you went. Because she like wants to go offshore and do it, do
Yeah.
all the stuff that you can do. And I just looked at it, and it's the first thing that pops up. Every time I think about going, something
Okay.
like this happens.
Okay. that is something that the guest takes on themselves. Like they died in a snorkeling excursion. That's on them because they either didn't pay attention to the instructor or they went and did their own thing. So that happens. So that whatever happens on an excursion, like people have to sign a waiver. Like you are well aware, like what you are going to do. This is going to cost your life. And if they do that and they end up dying, guess what? They signed off for it. So
You know,
can't
those
do
waivers
anything.
only exist because people have repeatedly died on the excursion, right?
Yes. Yes. So my friends on my cruise, they went to go do zip lining and they're like, yeah, come join us. Like, I would like to, but your girl is on a budget, so I can't do that. But I think someone got injured. Like I think they broke their finger or something happened. But I think they just had their hand on the wrong cord, whatever. But yeah, that's all on them. But the snorkeling thing, that's something I won't do personally because you're underwater and
There are sharks in the water.
There are sharks in the water, but I'm afraid of the oxygen running out, or I really didn't pay attention and I am going to get myself killed and I'm in the water. So that's something I'll stay away from. I don't mind swimming in shallow water with dolphins. That sounds like fun, but not snorkeling and like
You might want to rethink that whole dolphin thing.
Yeah, dolphins. But I did see dolphins on the way back to
They would like
California.
you.
They're very pretty, but they're also super rapey and murdery.
Yes.
They would really like you.
Oh,
Shut
wait,
up, Brian.
what was it?
What?
I
They
saw-
would because you're a female.
I know they would.
I saw this one. I
They
saw
rape
this one.
dudes too.
I saw this thing the other day. The back end of this boat going along the ocean, and a orca breaches on one side, and you can see the guy on the boat. So you get a sense of scale, and this orca's a good size mammal, and but then the other side, the mother pops out, and she's like triple the size of this thing, and I'm like, oh dear God, those things are
Well, the orca is the largest porpoise on Earth.
right.
Oh yeah.
and they are nasty. They are nasty.
They, unlike a lot of other like porpoises, dolphins specifically, bottlenose dolphins very specifically get super rapey.
Mhm.
There are very, very, very few incidences ever in history with orcas actually attacking humans.
Yeah,
You know,
but I wouldn't. But I
every
would
once
not.
in a while, I think there was a pair that was hitting boats and shit up and down the coast of Norway not that long ago, but
Okay.
they were like a rogue pair. They like it wasn't a usual thing, and they were killing anything they came across, and it wasn't just boats and people.
Well, I
Yeah,
also read an
I mean-
article that they are also communicating with each other, like, "Hey, this is fun. Let's go ahead and start killing people." I
Yeah.
think that's becoming like a trend now with the orcas.
Yeah, like
Well,
a sport.
I mean, because it's what was it? I was watching this one. There was this what was this cruise or something, and they were around Antarctica, and there was this seal that escaped the pod and got up on a sheet of ice, and the alpha had the rest of the pod swim toward the sheet of ice to make a wave, and the seal just slid off the other end, and there's the alpha just the waiting for it.
Well, did you guys see probably like 2 months ago there were two orca whales traveling together, and they were going out of their way killing great white sharks.
Yeah,
I read that
yeah.
too.
yeah, they
They
killed
love
like
sharks.
17 of them. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Almost.
they were.
It was
I-
it was
yeah.
unusual even for orcas, though. I mean, orcas will kill just about anything, but they like for them to specifically seek out great whites. I mean, it was almost like serial killer mentality.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of how the article
They're-
read too, because it was very strange.
Mhm.
They're
And
communicating with each other.
Well, it isn't just a communication. Serial killer behavior is almost exclusively human,
Yeah.
with the
Mhm.
exception of like the chimpanzees, and they're not so much serial killers as they are mass murderers. They've wiped
That's
out
actually
entire.
very scary.
They've
Well,
they've wiped out entire clans of other apes.
Yeah, and the way that orcas hunt, if they're in deep, they keep their back to the surface of the water because it's black. The shallower they go, they will invert and have their white showing.
Mhm.
they're
So
very
they're-
extremely intelligent.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, like great whites have that same kind of camouflage, like they're darker on top and they're
Mhm.
white on the
Mhm.
bottom, because when you're looking at them from below, they blend in with the light coming through the thing. But when you're looking at them from above, they kind of blend in with the darkness below the waves.
Yep.
But it's less of an extreme between the black, like with orcas are black and white. Like great whites are bluish gray that blends into the white underbelly.
Mm-hmm.
You
The
know?
murky water, and
Mhm.
that's why they hunt in murk
Mhm.
mostly.
Mostly, sometimes they don't. You know, and the fact is if you're in the water with a great white and it thinks it's your food, there ain't fuck all you can do about it.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Unless you're a dolphin.
Well, yeah, but one dolphin might not prevail there.
One dolphin has beaten. a
I'm not
great
saying
white
they
shark.
haven't, Larry. I'm just saying that they work better in packs, and they usually
pods.
don't
Oh,
yeah,
attack
yeah,
great
of
whites
course.
without having their buddies with them.
No, they have a certain way that they do it. They definitely it's a certain way that they hit them. They
Mhm.
basically knock them on their back.
Yeah, but
Right.
and they beat them to death.
Right. They hit their
For lack of a
gills.
better term, yeah, they beat them until the other thing dies. But with the great whites, I mean, they can smell blood up to 100 miles away in the water, a single drop.
Tiger sharks can too.
They can smell it up to 100 miles away. They have these interesting like sort of organs, I guess, that
Yeah,
run the
it's
length
the,
of their bodies, where they can sense electromagnetic
Right. It's the
disturbances.
100 miles away.
Mhm.
yeah, it's the what's it called? It's the Temples of Lorenzini, I
Yeah.
think it's called. Yeah,
And they could
and
swim
it
up
starts
to 42
at their
knots
nose.
per hour,
Yeah,
which we can't match on a good day.
no,
You know, so like sharks are don't get in the
They're
water with them.
apex predators for a reason.
Yeah,
they're
they are.
machines. They're machines.
I mean,
yeah.
there are things that go after them. There are things that eat them, including other sharks. By the way, I mean they're
Yep.
not that picky about what they eat.
No.
But
Tigers are.
Oh yeah,
tigers especially.
they're cannibalistic. I mean, big cats are cannibalistic too.
but you
I
got
mean,
your sperm whales, your orca. They will hunt them actively, obviously, and then
Yep.
Yeah, orcas have been acting out, man. Have you seen all these news reports?
giant
of orcas?
squid will go after them too.
Yep.
Mhm.
Architeuthis. Those things are fucking fascinating.
They are, especially
what?
seeing as Architeuthis.
What the hell is that?
The kraken, the giant squid.
The giant squid.
Architeuthis
They're
is
real?
the yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They get like 100 feet long. They're huge.
Oh, I know which ones you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They
Yeah,
they don't come up near the surface very often because their
Right,
bodies
and-
aren't really designed for it. So when they do, they're usually sick and close to death anyway. So we've never really seen a healthy one in its prime.
Right.
Yeah,
And
no.
they are the favorite food of the sperm whale.
Yep.
They also wash up on shores when they die too. I mean, that's how we knew they existed in the first place. As the first ones were found there, but they didn't really come up and attack boats because generally they're not healthy enough to do that when they're not close to the surface.
Yeah. No, they fight with sperm whales all the time.
Sometimes they win too.
Sometimes they win, and if you see a sperm whale with a sucker mark on it, it's like bigger than a dinner plate, and that's a fucking massive giant squid.
Well, here's the thing to remember about their
those-
suckers. They're different than octopus suckers. Octopus suckers are like basically organic, like they just like they slurp on, right? With squid, their suckers are individually made of tiny little
Barbs.
bone
Barbs.
hooks.
Yeah.
And they've got one large bone hook that comes out in the middle of them, and so when they grip on, it's closer to Velcro that can tear your face off.
Right. And their beak is ridiculous.
Yep. No, they're a real thing, man. Yeah, it's called Architeuthis, the giant squid.
They
And
also
it was
they have
fabled for a long time.
they have eyesight that's comparable to ours.
Mm-hmm.
Like extremely developed. They're not sure, like with octopi, they're not sure how intelligent they actually are. Because we can't communicate directly with them, but they're. It's possible that they're as smart as we are.
That's scary. That's scary.
Yeah, don't go in the ocean.
A lot of fucked up shit in the ocean.
Yeah.
Everything wants to kill you. It's like going to Australia in the outback. Everything wants to kill you.
Yes, and everything is designed to.
Yeah.
Which
we are not
reminds me-
designed. We're not designed to survive that kind of shit.
Which reminds me, okay, so Australia started as a prisoner colony, Botany
Right.
Bay, right?
Right.
These are some of the hardest motherfuckers that England had to offer. That's why they were sent there. They were sent there to die on a continent designed to kill everything that sets
Yes.
foot on it. And somehow these hard ass motherfuckers
Survived.
lost to emus.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
emus.
They lost the emus.
Emus
And
don't
they
fuck
had-
around. Emus,
Emus
do.
are
And
no
the
joke, though.
Aussies had guns.
Yeah.
Twice. They had
They
the
still lost.
Australian military lost to emus.
1932, look it up, the Great Emu War.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah,
real
that's
thing.
a real thing. Yeah.
Don't fuck with those giant birds, man. Do not fuck with those things.
Like I put out a post a while back, or a couple days ago on Twitter, I think, and I think I put it on my community tab here too. But I said that anybody who thinks of Vegemite as anything other than the unholy abomination that it is deserves to get their asses kicked by large flightless birds.
Yeah, yeah,
I saw that. in your-
yeah. I saw that one. Fucking Gary, he's like, he's like, I'm gonna send arms to the fucking emus. I was just,
He's not wrong. Vegemite is fucking awful.
yeah, it's just, it's so gross. Like, I don't understand some of the things people eat, but whatever.
Yeah, Carrie, I would just say that
Luck,
probably because it doesn't want you.
maybe.
I would say
Yeah.
probably
They're like,
because
"It's
you haven't spent
Gary."
enough time in it.
And that's
Well, he's
why
been-
I
he's-
say landlocked instead of the ocean because
Well, he's been a sailor for decades.
oh
Oh,
So
okay.
He spends a lot of time
Makes
on the
sense.
ocean.
Well, then he's got a lot of experience. Then.
Well, he's a
He's,
coastie.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's good to go.
And
He's actually smart.
He's been in the Coast Guard for like 50 years.
Well, I don't think he's active Coast Guard currently, but but he still goes out on the ocean for months at a time.
All right, easy, motherfucker. All right, don't get your fucking panties in a twist. Jesus Christ, what is it with you? Is that like text, like talk to text? Is that how you do everything? Because he's always got like upside down question marks and,
yeah
and
Spanish.
weird shit.
Hey, Nomi, isn't it like how you write Spanish with the?
Yeah,
I don't even know how you do that.
Yeah, it's from
it's
Spanish.
If it's a question in Spanish, you have to begin the question mark in the beginning of the sentence and the end of the sentence, but it has to be upside down in the beginning.
You do the same thing with an exclamation point.
Is Carrie Hispanic?
Not exactly. No, I think he
Okay.
probably just likes it. He thinks he would be my guess.
I'm
It's
just
a quirk of
I'm
how
just
he
what
writes.
yes, I know what they're called, but I'm just, I'm wondering why he has them. Because like all the every
Maybe
I
that's
don't
just
know,
his
man.
style.
There's a guy that we know, Keela, who is usually fairly reasonable in his actual tone and stuff, but when he types, it's always in all caps. It always looks like he's shouting, even when he's not.
Oh, that used to be Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Except I was angry when I did it.
Right, I believe that, and it's the irony too is that you're black, so the angry black man trope continues.
All right. So I guess what Carrie's saying here is that he uses it to highlight that he's in fact asking a question when he does that.
Okay, so it's his own setting, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but Keela's weird.
Keela's
Wow.
Aaron, you're pretty weird too, man. You like pretty much everybody on this channel, on this panel, we're all fucking weird. So I think that's
I'm perfectly normal.
Naomi, you gonna let him say that about you? Naomi, you gonna let him say that about you? She seems pretty normal.
Please, Larry. She fits right in, and you know
she
it.
fits right in.
Wait, what are we talking about?
We're
She
weirdos.
called you weird.
I am pretty weird.
Yeah. I was told when she first came on Friday night
by Tom. Tom.
Not to corrupt her. And within minutes she fit right in. And I was like, me corrupt her?
Right, yeah. Well,
I still get blamed for it too. Like, oh Ryan, we see you corrupted Naomi. And I'm not gonna do anything. She just
Actually, I have to agree with that. You kind of did.
No, don't put this on me.
You kind of did
Naomi,
because
yeah, exactly.
Because I came in here, it's like, hi guys, like I'm new and didn't know what the vibe was and the feel. And then I just talk. So when I spoke, taken out of context, and y'all made it worse. And then Ryan's like, oh, she's one of us, so she is perverted.
Yeah, and then I sent this.
Yes. And then just poor cat, I was like, you and I can share the same dick.
And then she got mad, and so now she has this.
Yeah.
So that's her favorite, though.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like, I know she's not. I know she's not here in the chat, but someone we all love, Mags.
Oh yeah.
Don't let Mags fool you guys.
No.
Oh, I've gotten to know Mags a fair bit better recently.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I watched her stream for the first time earlier this week, and I was like, she reminds me of Luke Casely, the way she talks. She was just all prim and proper and everything, and I was just like, "Oh, Max is harmless." They like
right up until she makes a joke about jizz.
Yeah,
or donuts.
Yeah, no, don't let her one damn bit.
Yeah, I have. We've been trying to get Mags on this channel for like ever at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think Naomi, on the 4th, aren't you, me, and Max are going to be on the WookieBee badge channel, right?
The 4th?
Yeah.
I'm going to be on Wookiees this coming Sunday.
Right. This Sunday.
Is that the 4th? Is that already the 4th?
No. But Tyler and Static are not going to be are not going to be there. So I think he wants you, me, and Mags to be his co-host on his show the 4th.
Okay, he did send me a message. I haven't got a chance to read it because I was driving all day today. So that might be what you're asking.
Okay.
So I'll have to look back on that. But if what you've been told by Wookie is true, then yeah, I'll see you on the 4th with Matt. Yeah.
So we are fast approaching the 3-hour mark here. So I figure it's probably a good time to wind down this stream because I'm sure some of us have to get at least a little bit of rest before the day tomorrow, since hopefully all of us will be back on panel for Screaming into the Void tomorrow for the 50th episode.
Crossing my fingers.
I got to make an appearance, of course.
Crossing my fingers. Like I said, my situation is ever evolving.
Right. But you know, here's hoping that it backs off enough to let us get through the weekend here.
Yeah, we're gonna pray to Jesus because it's a holiday weekend, so maybe all the jerks will take it off. All right.
You're a gamer, right? Pray to R and Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna pray to Jesus.
But yeah, so I would like to thank everybody for coming on. This has been a lot of fun. I very much enjoy hanging out with you guys.
Definitely.
You know,
It was a blast.
Even when Nomi's like, you know, zoning off into her phone or whatever the fuck she's
Shut
doing
up.
over there.
I'm listening to you guys.
The guy that bought her all those drinks on the cruise.
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and we still didn't get to
Tinder
hear
date.
everything. We still didn't get to hear everything.
Tinder date.
I you know, we got time though. We got you know, there will be other days and other streams as well. And
Hey, we can't. Don't take Nomi for granted.
Swipe
I'm not
right,
taking Nomi for
swipe
granted.
right,
She's one
swipe
of us.
right,
I mean, that's
swipe
been
right.
ever since I've been interested in guys as a young age and wanting to go dating. I've always been taken for granted, so it's nothing new.
Oh wow. Wow. Don't lump
Wow.
all of us,
Hello,
don't
swipe
lump all
right,
of us out there
swipe
with
right,
rum nuts.
swipe
Way to
right.
make it cheap.
I know. She's like, all you fuckers are the same. Here comes the fourth wave feminism.
Here it
Y'all,
comes.
y'all are just a dime a dozen, honestly.
Hater.
I'm not a hater, but I appreciate it, Larry. I do. But yeah, I would have loved. I'm glad that we're just chatting and we're friends, hanging out, and we could just talk about whatever. I'm actually kind of happy that it wasn't only about me on this stream because I love to hear everybody's takes on whatever topics that we're talking about. But I was gonna send a private message that I'm kind of fading fast because I did have a long day today driving.
Yeah.
And then I went to a high school graduation. And then after that graduation, came here to be on this stream. And then I have an after party tomorrow for this grad. No. Where I live, I am not going to do anything Tinder. I refuse to date.
Oh, just because there, but anywhere else, that's an option.
Yeah, because I don't like my own people.
Oh,
Damn.
That's true. She says that's true. She said on I believe a Saturday night stream she prefers white guys.
yeah. Well,
She likes them. She liked the crackers.
I do like the crackers.
Saltines.
Yeah.
She likes the saltines.
Because you gotta calm down the spiciness in your life
monkeys.
anyway.
Nomi Saltine. That'll be her alternate channel.
Oh, well, okay.
That'll be her gaming channel.
Okay, so really quick, speaking of salt, you guys all know what happened to the salty nerds, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay, well,
I don't.
Well, they built a studio for podcasting, a editing bay, just this badass studio. Well, someone broke into there and stole like about $10,000 worth of equipment. So long story short, they bought new stuff. They beefed up their security. Motherfuckers tried again.
They did.
I know. I tell you what.
They tried. They tried.
They get caught,
but not quite, because they got deterred because their door, they put industrial strength shatterproof glass. So
good.
That can happen. They think they have an area because they had an idea of who it might have been. Well, someone tried to use one of their laptops and they got a ping off it, and it's in the same general area where this individual lives. So now it's an ongoing active investigation and stuff.
I hope they catch those pieces of shit, because I have a feeling it's out of people that don't like the opinions.
Yeah, That'd be my my
But
guess. Is it?
but salty nerds are not really an opinion channel. They're
No, they're not. But the thing is, though, is that
Right.
they let people with opinions on, and that's
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
right after it happened.
Hey,
Right.
Suka, you are allowed to set booby traps. Just don't say anything to anybody about them.
Yeah, because
What
what
are
was
you
it?
talking
'Cause
about?
what was it? Of late they've had of late they've had Critical Drinker on. They've
Mhm.
had Disparu on.
Yeah, they've
They've
had
had
Wasn't it
they've had
their studio
Razor
that
Fist.
F&T was doing
Yep.
their stuff there? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
no, that's
no, I 1,000% think it was somebody who didn't like certain opinions, and they're like, "We're just gonna fuck your shit up," which is extremely childish. I'm sorry, like that makes you a fucking child. Like I'm gonna vandalize and steal your stuff because I don't like opinions. Like what's wrong
well,
with you?
it's no different than some of the shit that happens in some of the drama tube crap where they'll send
True.
people you know, they'll have people dox your house or like
Right.
you know have them swatted or whatever. I mean, it's the same kind of mentality that leads to this.
It's just so
You know,
nonsensical.
it's just I don't like you, so I'm gonna do something to fuck your life up, kind of shit.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
get a fucking grip, people.
I Carrie is talking about homemade claymores. I would recommend myself a spring-loaded head level axe blade, but you know, you do you. You know,
Wow.
caltrops on the windowsills.
As far as I understand it, it's just the one door, right? Or and then there's a door on the other side. because
Yeah,
it's
there's
like
a there's
couple of
well,
offices or something.
yeah, it's in a office complex, and then they've got their main front door, and then there's a back door.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and it was the front door that was bashed in.
It was the back one.
Mhm.
Oh, it was the back one. I thought it was the front. Okay, my bad. Okay.
So that's good. That's good news. How about we go around the horn? We can continue with this tomorrow afternoon, and it'll be it's good to have the gang back together though.
Mhm.
Definitely.
You know, this is good stuff. So JV, why don't you go first? Tell people where they can find you, aside from
Well,
in the description.
Right. Well, so Monday I'll be doing another last week's news now. Always a fun little thing to do. Streaming, I'll be back here tomorrow. Just hang out for a bit. You can catch me. I've got the videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And to everyone in the chat, make sure, even if you are subscribed, ring those bells because Disney's on their shadow banning campaign. My content is getting like half the views that it used to get.
Yep.
It's not just Disney, man. It's happening on all fronts on YouTube. It's happening all over in various spheres. You know, people aren't getting notifications from my channel. They're not getting notifications from political channels, relationship channels. I mean, it's all across the board right now.
Right. So
ring the bell.
Ring the bell and make sure it says all, so that gives you all the notifications. I got really nothing to promote. I got a design that's going to be a addition to this. It'll be going on the back, and we're going to be doing a exclusive run sometime this summer, and 100% of those proceeds will be going to the Stuttering for Foundation. So stay tuned.
Appreciate it. Good deal. Ryan, good to have you back, buddy.
Yeah, it's been a sucky week and a half, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, going on 3.
Yeah, it's been a sucky 2 weeks. If everything, well, I'm not going to make any promises, but everything holds up. I should be here tomorrow night. Hopefully, we can do Picard season 3, episode number 3 on Sunday, and maybe even get
episode 4.
Episode 4, sorry. And maybe even get in on a Game of Thrones stream on Monday night since it's a holiday weekend. It's all going to be intermittent. The reason I haven't been doing any streams on my channel is because, like I said, my shit's all fucked up, and I'd hate to have issues it's just a long story. Like I even think that my streaming computer, the hard drive, is starting to have issues because it's like 5 years old. And I use it literally constantly. Like I watch YouTube videos on it, project it to my TV. So I'm probably gonna have to buy a new one pretty soon. But yeah, It seems like all the shit's hitting the fan at once. But
That's how it goes.
yeah, it's usually how it goes. You know, every once in a while, life's like, hey, it's been a little too good. We're gonna throw you a speed bump, okay? It's cool, cool, and you're like, no, it's not cool.
No.
So, but yeah, hopefully I'll be here tomorrow night. Crossing my fingers.
Good deal. Good deal.
I know.
Larry, what do you got in the works?
Well, I will be here tomorrow to help celebrate the 50th episode. I am in process of creating a second channel for my gaming. So I am going to do something on YouTube, and I'm going to, because I'm still doing some research into Rumble. I'm still not understanding how Rumble works. But yeah, I'm looking at starting things off with Diablo 4. So in about 2 weeks.
Nice.
Nice, good pick, good pick.
Nice.
And as soon as he has the links for all that stuff, we'll start adding those to the description so that people can find you.
Yep.
Awesome. And Nomi, our honored guest, and honestly, member of our little weird clicky tribe here. What do you have coming up?
So tomorrow I'll be hanging out with you guys again. Super looking forward to that. I may be late because it's graduation season, so I got a couple of little high schooler parties to go to.
You like the high school part already, so.
Yeah, because that's where all the real fun's at.
It's the tuxedos.
Are you the one buying the liquor? Is that what's going on?
I actually offered that
That's a
tonight.
yes.
No, I'm 100% sure that family is already going to have the alcohol provided at those parties.
See.
But,
Yeah,
we're Mexican, so
yeah,
we gotta celebrate. We
Yeah,
we
well,
have tons of
think it-
alcohol at a 1-year-old's birthday party. So yeah.
This is, I've been to those houses after those kind of parties. There's beer cans everywhere.
Yeah.
and then like by the end of the day, like it's all clean, and you're just like, man, it was messed up this morning.
Because more hands means less work.
Yeah.
Because that's how we do, us Mexicans.
y'all go nuts. I'll tell you what.
It's like, well, us whites.
You're not
No,
even white. Shut up, Samuel.
I know.
Fucking
That's
white
why it's
people are
funny.
boring.
Us Caucasians.
Yeah.
Us Africanized Americans.
Hey, get to work, Larry. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Oh,
I'm on vacation. There's no cotton around.
Wow.
wow.
Who brought it? Who brought it? Is this Nomi or is
Hey,
that
look,
Shadow? Jesus.
Hold on, whoa.
Christ.
I will have you know, Nomi, that my lioness gave me the weekend off.
Oh, so you're free to work.
She
You're off the muzzle?
you?
At least until she changes her mind, which could be at any point.
Which that could be what now?
Yeah. Hey, Sam, what happened last night while I was at work? Blip, blip, blip. Me at meeting room now. I'm like, I'm at work.
That's not what she said. She said, "Do you guys want to have a meeting?" I was like,
Yeah,
"All right,
but
I'm not doing
no,
anything."
no. But that's her way of saying now. You know that.
I didn't have to answer. Is all I'm saying.
But you did, didn't you?
I wasn't doing anything. I was just fucking around on Diablo or something.
Wow.
You see,
No.
Joker, he's already lying. Diablo's not even out yet.
Well, Diablo 1 through 3 is.
Well, I'm playing
Stay quiet,
Diablo
Ryan.
3, so that would be why. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. So I'm not the one who had to run from the plantation. That's all I'm saying.
Well, actually,
Wow.
Well, hold on. Whoa. First of all,
Well.
I didn't run.
Good night,
from no-
folks. How you doing?
Hold on.
God
I didn't run from no damn plantation. I took an Uber.
The kid's not even here, and it's
He just-
severely fucking.
Oh man, sometimes Larry, you roll with it in the best way. The Uber.
Oh God.
Somewhere
We're all going
Shadow.
to hell.
Yeah, somewhere Shadow's rolling over in bed and going, I feel racism.
Oh,
He wakes up in his sleep. He rises
terrible.
like a grave.
Oh
zombie.
God, Ryan.
I can't.
Well, I mean, you know, look, he got banned off of Twitter for
Hey,
for
wait.
something
Hey,
that's pretty
hey,
egregious.
Kohai, so isn't that kind of Jim Crow-ish? He's eating colored cotton.
Yeah, but he's got a fork, so he's not.
It's not.
I don't even
bet
want
the
to say
fort's
that out
black,
loud
though.
anymore.
Oh,
Fort's
God.
probably black and it's probably plastic.
Yeah, as Carrie's saying,
Wow.
hashtag good night, everybody. All right, so thank you all for coming. This has been fantastic and a lot of fun. And as usual, the ending goes way the fuck off the rails. For those of you out there in YouTube land who are new to the channel, I am Samuel the Infamous. My channel. These are my friends. We are here to have a good time. We will be back for Screaming to the Void tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. And hopefully we will be able to do Picard Season 3, Episode 4 on Sunday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time with my buddy Ryan here and our co-host and good buddy Horny Alf.
Yeah, he's back.
You heard that right. Horny Alf.
No.
I'm working on my radio voice. How's it going?
It's going good. And guys, I will say this: with 2 minutes and 59 seconds, no, 2 hours, 59 minutes, and 28 seconds, because I'm trying to push it to an even 3 minutes. I'll say this:
3 hours,
3 minutes.
It could be worse.
God.
You could be on a cruise ship getting into a slap fight with bottles of Corona
And
Hey,
me being
while
the one
high on
causing that.
Dramamine.
That would be worse. You ever been
I didn't
slapped with
Dramamine, I'd
Corona?
be
That
dead
fucking
asleep.
hurts.
I have a
You got slapped with a
question.
Corona.
Yes,
You
I
must
have.
You must
10
got
seconds.
caught,
9,
got caught
8,
climbing
7,
out of a
6,
bathroom.
5, 4,
Have a
3,
great night,
2,
everybody.
1.
What?
Toodles!
What is